The topic for tonight's poll is, I'm sure, a controversial one, but I think it's a fair question to ask. If you have one drive, based on new information that we have, my voice is squeaking, it's cracking. Yes, it's going to happen all night, but it's fine. If you have one drive, who would you want? One drive, 99 yards, 1 minute left. You need a score. You need a touchdown. Would you go with Caleb Williams or would you go with stupid John Elway? Well, I think it's a fair question to ask, and there's the third option. The third option, of course, is blame Aaron Glenn, because according to Jet fans, everything is his fault. What is going on? Because says it's John Elway. We've got a game tonight that is going to probably be silly, but I do have a score prediction that I want to show you guys. I went back and forth on this. I know Mr. Demarest came out and gave his score prediction. Well, not score prediction, but he gave his game prediction earlier in the week, and he picked the Houston Texans. But as you know, him and I are two different people. We're two entirely different entities. So sometimes I need to sit back and think about these things before I make a final decision. And I have a good reason for doing this. And it's probably much to Steelers fans' chagrin, but I'm picking the Patriots to win this game. No, that's the wrong prediction. I am picking the Pittsburgh Steelers to win in a very close game. 21-19. For a few reasons. Number one, I think Mike Tomlin's finally going to stop all of the nonsense. In terms of people talking about his job, him being fired, he can't win in the wild card. I think that's all going to come to an end tonight. Number two, it's pretty cold there. The narrative is dome teams can't win in the cold. I have no business going against that narrative. Mother Nature is strong and healthy, so there's that. I do think the Steelers are a scrappy team, though. And I think they can move the football. I think they're well coached. I think the Texans are well coached too. But believe it or not, in a tight spot, what it came down to for me was, do I have more faith in Aaron Rodgers or C.J. Stroud? And the answer is, it shocked me. It was Aaron Rodgers. It shocked me. Melissa Klein's here, says, good evening, everyone. Another thing is, I would like to apologize to Melissa Klein for not putting Waggles on screen last night. She requested it. I made a judgment call along with some of you. We decided, no, it's not an unserious game. It's not unserious enough. But after looking back on it, one team was quite unserious, and that was the Los Angeles Chargers. I think it's fair to ask at this point, is it Greg Roman? Or is Justin Herbert perhaps not the quarterback we all give him credit for? Should he even be mentioned in the top 5? Should he even be mentioned in the top 10? When are we going to stop pointing fingers at other people? Now, he has been given a weird set of circumstances. I mean, he had to go through Brandon Staley. You all pointed fingers at Brandon Staley, said it was his fault. We gave him we didn't give him John Harbaugh, but he's been given John Harbaugh. But with that, he was also given Greg Roman. So now we're hearing this is Greg Roman's fault. Also, his offensive line is hurt. But John Harbaugh is supposed to be this. Jim Harbaugh. Why are their names so close? Why can't one be Frank? Jim Harbaugh is supposed to be this amazing coach, and what we saw from Kyle Shanahan yesterday, who has a flurry of injuries all over the place. Guys getting hurt in games. You can still win games that way, and we keep making excuses for Justin Herbert. I don't know, and I was right there, and I had to stop and say, when does it end? When does it end? Yeah, Melissa Klein did call it early. I apologize. Waggles should have come out and at least touched the Chargers logo. Not both logos, because the Patriots game wasn't unserious. By the way, we've had two quarterbacks who have been elevated from squiredom, if you will, to knighthood. There is Sir Bryce of Young, Sir Caleb of Williams. We do not have Sir Drake of May just yet. I'm not giving it to him just yet. He got sacked a bunch of times. He did not play a great game. He did, come through with plays here and there when this team needed him to. But that game was on the Chargers collapsing. That wasn't on him. So he is not getting the Sir Drake of Maytime. I don't just hand this out. And especially being a Patriot with the lineage they have there at the quarterback position, one man. You're going to have to earn it, kid. So I don't care if you're an MVP. I don't care if they give you the MVP votes. You're going to have to earn that. So there you go. Dave Booth says, go Browns. Yeah, go Browns. I am doing heroes work. Sean Cantrell says, welcome to day 5 of the busiest week in football. You have been balling out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ashley. So we got champions here. We got contenders. There are your top 5 contenders. Ashley's here. Melissa's here. Samuel Miller, Mike Causey, and Dude rounded out as your top 5 contenders. And, of course, we have your, I'm going to say it, Demon Lord champion, Sean Cantrell. Let me move his title over to the big area right next to Stranger Things. And there you go. I set a little trap in Patreon, by the way. Threw up a little meme that I found to try to throw a little fuel on this Packers-Bears feud that has been reignited. And it is so intriguing. It's got my full attention. Because I'm a Jets fan. We have nothing to live for right now. But when things like this happen, I'm just sitting back. It's like that Michael Jackson gif where he's just eating popcorn from the Thriller video, and his girlfriend or whoever she was next to him is all scared, and he's eating popcorn and smiling. That's me watching this whole Packers-Bears situation unfold. It's a lot of fun. What's going on? Brian Duesenberry, the Horror King's here. With great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, my voice is okay. I was tired. I was tired a lot today. I don't sit down a lot. And yesterday was a long sitting down, 2 days back to back of sitting down a lot. I woke up and my back was so tight today. I was like, oh my God, I got to figure something out. If I'm going to do long streams like that, we got to have like a yoga break or something in the middle because, man, Big Wink says the disrespect. There is no Sir Drake of May. Well, I'm not just handing him things. The Patriots get handed everything, but not in the Demonverse. No, you got to earn it. You've got to earn it, Big Wink. So, Big Wink, you said you were 6'7", right? Is SG here yet? He loves that reference. Yeah. So, and, let me show you Patriots fans something else. I'm going to show you one thing really quick because I need to take the wind out of your sails a little bit. The very wise and sage like Darren Muji, okay? The very wise and sage like Darren Muji looks at what the Patriots are doing, and he laughs. The laugh of the righteous. Look at the smile on his face. Now, ignore the way John McClane's looking at him because this is the way Patriot fans are probably looking at him right now. I'm glad Bubba pointed that out to me yesterday. That John McClane looks fearful of Darren Muji, as he should, because what this man is cooking, I mean, you can smell it for miles. People are like, wow, that smells delicious. What's going to happen here? With great power comes a larger electric bill. Well, that's true. I knew Loco was going to get all worked up over this poll. He cannot stand that Caleb Williams is enjoying success. He can't stand it. It's the most it's the biggest hater in the history of haters. I'm glad 43% of you are saying blame Aaron Glenn. That makes me happy. PFD's next poll, would you rather have Caleb Williams, Peyton Manning throw 55 touchdowns and 5,400 passing yards? New evidence would suggest that Caleb Williams can easily surpass 6,000 yards. I mean, this is only his second year, and it's his first year with Ben Johnson. I mean, who knows? 2-3 years down the line, he might hit 7,000 yards and 100 touchdowns. I mean, he might. By the end of the season, he will be Lord May. Well, lordship means he would own the team. So, lords are coaches. So he would kick Mike Vrabel out. Good, then Mike Vrabel is available because I would love to hire him. Lord Chair needs to give you a massage. Oh, I read it as message. I was like, wait a minute, what is Lord Chair talking to you people behind my back? Asking you to deliver messages for him? Don't. After what I just read, I fear John Harbaugh coming to the Raiders. I've been telling you this for a couple of days, and you just said no, you brushed me off, but here we are. What did you just read? I don't know what he's going to do. People have been saying he's going to sit out a year. People are saying he's going to the Giants. I really have no clue what he's going to do. The Giants make the most sense to me. The Raiders actually do make sense. because they're typically a mess. He would have pretty much total control. He's got some nice playmakers. You've got Mendoza, the number 1 overall pick. A lot of cap space. So, that's a situation that is actually appealing. But they have been known to fire coaches. Just have a quick trigger and continue to pay them. I mean, you would think that wouldn't be appealing. Maybe it is. Maybe he's like, good, I can go there for 2 years. They get sick of me. They I sign a 5-year deal. They fire me after 2 years. I'll collect a check here, and then I'll go to the Giants or something. Or maybe the Jets maybe he's just waiting for the Jets opportunity to open. He's sitting there saying, oh, man, they might get Arch. That is awesome. So let's see. I don't know. All I know is that the Jets have had a string of bad luck for quite some time. And that luck, it's got to change. It's got to turn at some point. And I think we're about to start seeing it turn. So if you're a Jet fan and you're seeing this, fret not. Better days are ahead. The throne is no longer open. Melissa Klein comes in with a 25 spot and says, super PFD appreciation post, not only for the last several days, but for bringing this ragtag group or so of us together. We are better for knowing each other. And I appreciate that, Melissa Klein. And we've got a lot. This is cool because we've got a lot of different fans of different teams that come together, and we let these rivalries, like we are not like Ben Johnson and Matt LaFleur. No, we treat each other with respect. We can have fun with one another and treat football the way it is. But man, that Ben Johnson, Matt LaFleur thing, oh my God, I love it. I love it. And you know what? I'm a little jealous. I got to be honest, because I would absolutely love for my coach to sit in the locker room and say, we effing hate those Patriots, F those guys. I want that to happen. This is what football should be. This is what football should be. We shouldn't hate each other, but let the coaches hate each other. You know what I mean? And then we can just sit here and thrive off it. Thank you very much, Melissa. We are going to get your name on screen because the throne is now taken. Melissa Klein sits on the throne. And we are going to make note of it right now. Right now. Okay, hold on one second. It actually this actually hasn't been I thought it was going to be worse on my throat. Like I said, I did wake up tired today. Today was a little like, wow, okay, but I was still excited for this game. I had to take a nap in the middle of the day for a little bit. I had to chill a little bit. Well, Lucas has been he's been scared at night, so we've been trying to figure out ways to kind of ease that because he doesn't want to sleep. He like jumps on your face when you're in the middle of your nighttime sleep, and he'll sit there and he'll be scared, and you got to sit up with him for a little bit. But we've been figuring out ways to ease his mind and make his mind kind of not crazy, but work a little bit during the day so it tires him out at night. That's what the suggestion is, and that's what we've been doing. So PFA, we got him these toys. They're like little bags that you have to figure out how to open up, and he's got treats in there, and he's having a blast. Doing it. Here we go. We're gonna get Melissa Klein. It's taken me forever. I am so sorry, Melissa Klein. This is taking me forever. I'm just here. Well, you would think I wouldn't want to be talking this much today, but here we are. I got to do math. Oh, that's always a tough situation. Wait a minute. I can do this without, let me see. 12, carry the 1 for 62. Okay, there we go. Yeah, math wasn't so hard. It's just math is intimidating sometimes, but I can figure it out. I have completely figured math out. Okay, here we go. Bam, and Melissa Klein is your number 2 contender. She is up to 1062 right now with a generous donation, and she sits on the throne as we speak. All right. This game's going to be coming up soon. I showed you guys the prediction, did I not? 21-19 Steelers. We'll see how that goes. So, Emily Brandt's here. I suspected Ed's saying max to pay Matt $10 million for 2 more years total, including his current salary. Or is he hoping Matt says no thanks and walks? I think an extension is a trick to get change. So you think he's trying to $10 million a year for 2 more years? So you think he's offering him, he's lowballing him, is what you're saying? I think they're going to keep him. There's no reason not to keep him. And especially with this new rivalry ignited. Look, first of all, I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for the Packers, but you were without Micah Parsons. You don't have Tucker Kraft, Tucker Kraft, who I believe is, I don't know, some people tell me I'm crazy. I think he is a top 3 tight end in the league. You have him on your offense. You have him out there with Jordan Love throwing the football. Now you have Matthew Golden coming into his own. You have Jaden Reed out there. You have Romeo Doubs making plays. This is going to be a scary team. This is, let's just call it what it is. I don't think changing the coach at this point is a wise move. But, some Packers fans want it. Others don't. We'll see what happens. I think he's going to stay there. We got a little fog in Pittsburgh, it looks like, or is that a little rain? There is the kickoff, and it is going to be downed in the end zone. So we are at the first quarter. More football to come. Look at this. So, again, next week, doing all the games. Again, doing a Monday night game. This is the last Monday night game of the football season, though. So, of the NFL season, we're going to be doing the national championship. We get to hear Loco for it's college, so 4.5 straight hours, saying nasty things about Fernando Mendoza. That's what we're going to hear. When does the half-hour nonstop Drake May glazing sesh start? Drake May has not achieved knighthood yet. I'm sorry. Caleb Williams has. Bryce Young has. I'm not giving it to Drake May just yet. Not yet. And if you don't know, I'm a Jets fan. So, yeah, I am biased. No, he's having a hell of a year. And to be honest, I'll tell you, the thing that I like about him, not to pick up a 10 for Jaylen Warren, he seems to, he took a lot of sacks yesterday. He didn't play a perfect game, but when you need him to make a play, he makes a play. And that's so frustrating for somebody like me. It's incredibly frustrating, but good for you guys, Patriots fans, as if, you guys need more luck. Packers are the youngest team in the league. Yeah, Samuel Miller, the youngest team in the league. They have a lot of talent. Again, you didn't have Micah Parsons this year. I think Hafley's going to be back with the Packers, so that's good. I don't think you change a thing. I don't think you can look at what happened this year and say, wow, that was Michael LaFleur's problem. Pass out to DK Metcalf. He's got a first down. That's about a 17-yard game. The Steelers are moving the football. No Tom, no Cooper, no Wyatt, no Jenkins, no Maya. Yeah, I mean, and I'm telling you, Tucker Kraft to me is a game changer. Him being out is a big deal for that offense because that is a weapon. He can get open. He opens up a lot of things. And now you have Matthew Golden coming into his own. The arrow's pointing up for Green Bay, so you guys should not be hanging your heads. Yeah, you lost a tough game, but man, if you guys were at full power, I think that game might go a different way. Lord May says, so you're kicking out. He can't be Lord, Big Wink. You can't change the rules. It's Lord Vrabel. He's not wise and sage-like, though, like this man. He is very wise and sage-like. Oh, boy. All right. You know my love, my craft love. All right. So, what's a new poll? Would you rather have Caleb Williams or Adam Vinatieri kicking game-winning field goal? I'll put that up. You know who I'm taking. Caleb Williams I don't think he can do any wrong. Would you rather have Micah Parsons rushing the passer or Caleb Williams playing both ways? All right, we got Aaron Rodgers. By the way, interesting thing that I heard today. Some of you might know this. Warren goes up the middle for about a gain of 2, so we have 3rd and about 7 coming up. What's his name? The wide receiver on the Jennings. Oh my God! What? I can't remember the name of the wide receiver on the Packers who threw the touchdown yesterday. No, not Greg Jennings. Man, somebody's got to tell me his name. I can't believe I can't. Juwan Jennings. He was coming out of high school. Apparently, he was a higher rated quarterback than Sam Darnold, than Joe Burrow. I mean, they listed off, I saw something today where they listed off a bunch of quarterbacks that he was just rated higher as. And the names were impressive. I wish I would have saved the picture so I could read them all off to you. But it was pretty incredible. And that's who threw a touchdown pass for the Niners yesterday. Beautiful. Bubba's here. Glass breaks. PFD doing the heavy lifting this weekend. 6 NFL streams, 2 college football streams. Dealing with one Not one, but two AFC East teams advancing in the playoffs. The fact Drake May is ready to rule. Wow. I said it for you, Bubba. I said it for you because I'm a gentleman. Juwan Jennings, yes. He's not ready to rule yet. It's not like he took over that game, so let's just pump the brakes. You're going a little fast right now, and the road's wet. Aaron Rodgers gets rid of the ball, and that is incomplete. Oh, he's just said the F word. Intended for Kenny Gainwell. And the Texans defense holds after the first couple of plays. They had some nice chunk plays, but overthrew Kenny Gainwell there a little bit. King Vrabel. Big Wink is trying to change the hierarchy. He thinks the Patriots can just come in and change the entire hierarchy of the NFL kingdoms. Fair catch by Jalen Knoll, and the Texans are coming out. Wait a second. Where is Baal? Baal needs to be on the screen. Here come the Houston Texans. All right. There we go. Seahawks versus Niners. The Niners rematch is Kagan. You'll find out this week who Mr. Demarest has in that game. And then if you check in on the stream right before the game, I will have my prediction there for you. May played maybe one of his worst games, but still won by 13. Yeah. Now, I said before, Bob, I think before you were here, if I'm speaking honestly, even in a bad game, well, what you would say is, yeah, a bad game for Drake May. Even in what wasn't a stellar game for Drake May, we'll say. He still made plays when he had to. So there you go. There you go. Okay? Smile. That's all you're getting from me. A-Rod's just speaking Australian. Plus, if LaFleur stays at head coach, they're probably going to say new OC and you can't call plays anymore. I don't think they're going to do all that, Emily. I don't think this was a drastic thing. If the Packers were at full strength, I understand they gave up a big lead, but I don't know. I'm not blaming LaFleur. I don't know that those in charge in Green Bay are going to be blaming LaFleur and try. But then again, you know, I'm not sitting in the room, so I don't know. It wouldn't make sense to me for them to do that. Now, if we go in, you know, if they're the 7th seed again next year, or if they don't make the playoffs, let's say they're the 7th seed again next year, we see the same thing happen, you know, then maybe I would be more in that court of, okay, maybe they will move on from LaFleur and whatnot. But Jordan Love came out and said, no, I want him here. I mean, it would be a tough move. It would be a tough move. You don't know what you're getting at quarterback, at a head coach, if you let a head coach leave. Just like, I remember SG, we were talking, he's a Ravens fan, talking about getting rid of John Harbaugh. And I was asking him who he wants. Now, he named some names. But after, you know, I think Chris Shula was one of the guys he named. Chris Shula doesn't look that great to me. I don't know. So if you're telling me Chris Shula is going to be a better head coach than John Harbaugh is, for me, I'm going to say he needs to prove it. And I don't think he is. I don't think he will be. But we'll see. I don't know. Matt West, the keeper of the belts, is here. He has arrived. How you feeling, Matt? You feeling any better? Bubba, I think we're close to being back. I fear you might be correct, Justin. I fear you might be correct. I really hope that the Jets do the right thing this year and just build the team up. Punt quarterback to next year. I mean, we signed Bailey Zappi. But punt quarterback to next year, get the quarterback next year, and maybe we'll have the roster to reignite that old Jets-Patriots rivalry. That's what I hope for. I agree with the people. This is all Glenn's fault. Is that what's winning the... John Elway is still winning the poll. So I wonder how many people are coming in here for the first time and think that's a serious poll. They don't know the lore of the stream. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Houston Texans. That was knocked away by Joey Porter, intended for Nico Collins. Lincoln Riley. Congrats on Zappi, says Loco. Yeah, it's like a futures contract or something. I mean, you know, if Who knows what's going to happen if they roll him out next year? I'd be fine with it. I'm not looking for wins next year. I'm just looking to put the team together. Rich, it's Titletown. We can keep Matt, but require a new OC as a new voice. You want the fans to trust you. Green Bay fans expect division title minimum. Anything less than it's failure. I know that's what they expect, but it's not realistic in today's NFL. It's just over and over again. It's not a realistic thing to. What a pass caught by Christian Kirk. That's a first down. It's just it's so hard to do that in the NFL. But he's getting you to the playoffs. And he's doing it with a roster that's, this year, he had some serious injuries. The reason they brought in Micah Parsons was to close out games. He might have been able to close out that game yesterday if he was there. This is a serious poll. The love you have for Caleb is only paralleled by the future love for Dante Moore. I do not love Dante Moore. And there's a new quarterback in Oregon, the clone of Patrick Mahomes, apparently. So we'll see how that goes. Nick Chubb goes up the middle. So Houston's at midfield. That's a short gain. Bailey Zappi might have the most unreal college stats I've ever seen. I think he's, fairly capable, I'll tell you, when Zach Wilson was there and we had a good team, I would have signed up for Bailey Zappi in a heartbeat. But with the team we have right now, especially our defense needs so much help. So I wouldn't expect Bailey Zappi to win games. But, if he looks okay and then we bring in a rookie, maybe he can help groom the rookie or something. Who knows? More look like Zach 2.0, yeah. And to me, he looks tiny to me. He does not look like a. They have him listed at 6'3", I think. Was it 6'3", 205? He doesn't look like that to me. 205 is pretty slight. But he doesn't look like he even has that height on him. Maybe they're counting the hair. I don't know. Okay, Woody Marks goes up the middle. Gets stopped by this, I'll call it the steel curtain-ish. Great value Mahomes, yes. CJ Stroud working out of the shotgun, 3rd and 6. Takes the snap, and the play clock expired. They are going to get hit with a delay game. Oh, wow. Oh, did they call a timeout before that happened? Let's see. Timeout was called by Houston before the play clock expired. Kagan says, will be funny if Justin Fields is traded to the Raiders. I think they're just going to cut him. I don't think anybody's giving us anything for Justin Fields. Unless it's part of a pick swap sort of deal, and it's like, here's a little cherry on top or something. But is that really a cherry or is it a rotten cherry? First or second round exits are not enough. If we don't make Super Bowl appearances in 7 years, that's a problem. He's had 7 years, and it's hard that we don't do lots of trades unless we think we can. Also, Green Bay is not. There's a reason why they have one of the youngest rosters. They are not a big free agency destination. You know what I mean? So they typically don't bring in a ton of free agents. They build good rosters. I just don't know that, no Super Bowl appearances in 7 years. I get it. Your standards are high, and they should be. But you're talking to a guy who is going on 2 decades of misery. I look at my team, and I'm like, can we get to a game in December where we're playing to get into the playoffs? That's my hope. That's Matt West's hope. The word Super Bowl is not even, it's in a Jets fan's vocabulary is a realistic thing. It's like saying you're going to go visit Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. I was going to say the Land of Oz. CJ Stroud gets this ball off. Bunch of Steelers in his face. He's got to throw it into the dirt, 4th and 11, and they're going to punt. Steelers defense looking good. I don't have a lot of faith in CJ Stroud. 2 into the Eagles. He will steal Jalen's spot again. I think, I think Tua could, actually. I don't believe in Jalen. I'm surprised Nick Sirianni hasn't been fired yet. Oh, Oh, you'll give us a 6th rounder for Fields? I'll take that. I'll take that all day. There is the punt. It's going to be Steelers football. Where did this go out of bounds? They're going to take over at about the 25. Pittsburgh's going to take over at the 25-yard line. Eric says it didn't look like either the Pats or the Chargers wanted to win last night. The Chargers looked atrocious, man. And again, I know the offensive line was hurt. Justin Herbert was getting abused, but I mean, Joe Burrow got to a Super Bowl with no offensive line. At some point, we have to look at Justin Herbert and say, okay, do you need the situation to be absolutely perfect for you to succeed? Or are you, because, I mean, Josh Allen's situation isn't perfect. He won. Might win this week. And you're mentioned in the same breath as some of these guys. I don't know. I think maybe, and I'm guilty of this, but maybe we're just being fooled by optics. Look at Justin Herbert and say, oh man, he looks the part. Brandon Staley's had all these bad situations, and yeah, it's the Chargers. The Chargers are going to charge you, but excuses are running out. They're starting to run out. Let's go Steelers for Father Dismas. Has Father Dismas shown up yet, or is he? I'm sure he's watching this game somewhere. But sure, when we get a gem, we keep them. Plus, in our division, anything less than 4 division wins is failure. Yeah, I get it. I get it, Emily. I mean, again, it's hard. It's hard. Like it's like being a rich person talking to somebody working 60 hours a week at a drive-through, and you're talking about how your stocks didn't make you an extra million this week, and we're sitting there like praying for overtime so we can pay our mortgage. You know what I mean? That's what, like a Green Bay fan talking to a Jet fan about their problems. That's what it feels like. Dude comes in with a $5 and says, "Behead that peasant Lord Chair. All hail Lord Desk." Dude, I mean, dude's calling him a peasant now. Speaking of aristocratic situations, that doesn't sound right. He's a violent aristocrat, though, calling for the head of a chair. Cruel words. I don't know what Lord Chair ever did to dude, but man, this has got to be the whole Eagles thing from last night. Dude is your number 5 contender, by the way. It's got to be the whole Eagles situation from last night. He's just angry at that, I think. I don't think he's just taking his aggression out on Lord Chair. I don't think he really means what he's saying. Aaron Rodgers gets the ball off wide open. It's DK Metcalf, and he is across the 50 already. Steelers look like they are ready for this game. Rodgers is fleet of foot. This is not the same Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to hear anybody in the media, if you media types are listening to this, I don't want to hear anybody in the media talk about, well, Aaron Rodgers looks so much better with the Steelers. He did not move like this with the Jets. He couldn't move like this with the Jets. Such a poor take. It drives me crazy when I hear that. Rodgers gets the ball downfield to DK. It is incomplete, but there is a flag. He was being mugged on that play. Perfection is in a parallel universe, yes. I wonder if Father Dismas was on the field spraying it with holy water. I feel like dude has inside knowledge of a plot against Lord Chair. It feels like that. I don't know what's going on with him, but this is concerning me now. Lord Chair's not concerned. Nothing concerns him. He's got battle scars. And again, could always transfer his consciousness into another body, so. First and 10 from the 33-yard line. Rodgers gives the ball to Kenny Gainwell, who gets about 6 yards. Very nice. Texans think DK is still suspended. I don't think the Jets O-line was blocking when Rodgers was playing. Correct me if I'm incorrect. Oh, you're right. Yeah, we did not have the O-line that we have right now. They weren't blocking well. He also couldn't move, though. He couldn't move the pocket. He was statuesque. He was very Jared Goff-like. So we did have issues, but he couldn't move. 2nd and 4. Almost gets Houston to jump. Gainwell with a nice move. Takes this down to about the 21, and that's another first down. Mike Causey says, dude is in league with Lord Desk. They're co-conspirators. Lord Chair has promised dude favors and power in exchange for his support. There's a whole storyline that I have not been made privy to. I gotta get to the bottom of this. What about Lord Keyboard? Is he just there? He's just there watching this go on? Yeah, Membu was a recent addition. He's been fantastic. Rodgers floats this to the end zone. That was intended for Jonnu Smith. Incomplete. Which team can beat Buffalo and Denver? I think the Patriots can beat them both. Which of these teams do you think? I don't know. I mean, I think both these teams could beat Buffalo and Denver. I think this is wide open. There is no dominant team. This is truly an any given Sunday situation. Lord Keyboard's taking notes in invisible ink. He's a keyboard. He has to take notes with a pen? He's not that bright, I guess. Lord Keyboard is Littlefinger. Thinks he's cleverer than he actually is. I don't want to see either of them win. Yeah, me neither, Madison. Me neither. I don't want to see Denver win. I don't want to see Buffalo win. I don't want to see New England win. I'll tell you what. One of these two teams. I wanted to see Jacksonville win. I wouldn't mind seeing one of these two teams get to the Super Bowl. Texans destroy. Yeah, remember when they played Buffalo? They absolutely destroyed Josh Allen. Rodgers gets the ball off on 3rd and 10. That is to Marquez Valdes-Scantling. He catches it. He's about 2 yards shy of the first down. And 4th and 3. Mike Tomlin's going to take the points. And here comes Boswell. Let's see. I'm not going to make any comments about field goals tonight. Just going to let them ride. Boswell puts this through. There we go. I guess I'm rooting for the Steelers. Oh, these two teams are gross. Yeah, Sean Cantrell says, watching some stuff on Grassi's page. You have 53,000 viewers. That's nuts. Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time, and he's been very, very persistent. Persistence gets you to that point. You know what I mean? It took him a while to build that, and you know that's a true testament. If you keep going, you don't quit. Good things happen. Keep getting better. So. You'd have to pry me out of Lord Chair. Get me to stop doing this. Can we agree that San Francisco should win now with Kittle probably forced to retire with a ruptured Achilles? I think San Francisco's... I think they have a shot, but I don't think they're going to win next week. Yep. 3-0 first quarter. Eric is over on Facebook, and says, dudes out here building guillotines in a park. What? Are you serious? That's crazy. Oh, dude. Dude is out here, is what he's saying. Dude's out here trying to be Guy Fawkes on to Lord Chair. Is it Guy Fawkes or Fawkes? I never say that name right. Future looks bright, PFD. Yes, Sean Cantrell. I'm happy with the community we have. You guys, as this community grows, you guys are never gonna get lost. I will always, I will make every single one of you knighted. So your comments will appear highlighted in the mass of other ones. Denver isn't able to win. I hope Rodgers can. He spent time in football. Hell, as a Jet, legends deserve better. Oh, listen to him. Listen to him. James Frank is here and says, screw the Steelers. I just want the Texans to play Chubb more. James Frank. Screw the Steelers. Man, that's not nice. And there is the kickoff. Texans will get across the 10, across the 20, down to the 26. And it will take over at 5:58 left in the first. I think Brock Purdy should take a drive and let Mr. Jones step in. I think so too. I think let Mac Jones come in and see what he can do. Why not? Why not? Jay Garza, what's up? 49ers win a Super Bowl. McCaffrey gets a Hall of Fame. I think McCaffrey's Hall of Fame worthy regardless. Right now, everyone's best chance to beat the Seahawks is to hope that Sam Darnold starts to see ghosts again. So the one concern about the Seahawks is they had the bye week. So maybe they come out slow, but they're so... I mean, even if they come out slow, make a few mistakes, I mean, they're so well-rounded. Again, Darnold turned the ball over 3 times against the Rams, and they were still able to beat him. Interesting game, Rams-Bears. I don't know who I'm going to pick to win any of these games yet. That's crazy. Steelers win a Super Bowl, Rodgers retires as a 2-time champ. Yeah, that would be interesting. Jay Garza says I would like the Broncos to win a Super Bowl. Money Mike, what's going on? Second and 6. Marks goes up the middle, and he's just short of the first down. So we got 3rd and short. And my brand says, okay, Rich, Jets can win a Super Bowl. Thank you. I appreciate it. When I'm 40, as long as Green Bay gets one before then. I was born in 1993. She was going to make me do math. All right, let's see. 93, 2003, 2013, 2023. 2033. That's what we're looking at. 2033. That's 7 years. We'll probably get one before then. I'm sure we'll get one before then. But I'm thinking like 2028, 2029. And then that'll start the streak. And we'll get another one in 2023. So first down for the Texans. Lord Mayor Foxborough, welcome either Jester Rogers or Jester Stroud. These Patriots fans are relentless. First and 10, 4:07 on the clock. And Woody Marks gained about 2 or 3 yards, I think. 3 yards, yeah. Big Wink is rewriting the lore. He's changing titles and everything. It's like fan fiction, though. Like it's not the actual story that he's writing here. Here we go, 2nd and 7. Stroud gets the ball to Nico Collins, gain of 3. Gain of 4. I got to tell you guys, talking about doing this and doing it for a long time and whatnot. I mean, the support you guys give me, it's easy. I've seen a lot of people quit. I've seen a lot of people quit. Feel like sometimes you feel like you're invisible. Sometimes you feel like you're not growing. I've seen a lot of people quit, and the support you guys give me, the community that we have, makes that impossible. Also, my mindset makes that impossible. But you guys make it a lot easier because sometimes it can be tough, doing this. But you guys are awesome, and sometimes I'm blown away. Not sometimes, a lot. Most of the time, I'm blown away by the support I get, and yeah, I'm not going anywhere. So if you're worried about that, if you want me to go, I know Loco wants me to go, so he can't wait until one day I come out and announce that I'm going to quit one day. Loco's going to be like, yes, I don't have to hear about Caleb Williams anymore. But yeah, no, it's not going to happen. Never going to happen. Thanks to you, the Demonverse. Back to pass to C.J. Stroud. He loses the football, and the Steelers are going to recover. What? That's an interception. Doesn't matter whether his arm was coming forward or not. The ball came out of his hands, and it is Steelers football. Oh, Stroud. Oh, yeah, move ball. Well, balls are got to be on the Steelers side now. So there we go. That is the score. What's the score? Did I mess up the score? Did I mess up the score? Wait a minute. 3-0. I have it as 3-0. I have 3-0 on screen. I don't know. Did you guys not see that? Because I'll show you. It's been correct. Oh, maybe I didn't hit transition. Were there still two? Oh no, I had it. Okay, so I have two screens here. I have the screen that I put the images and I update things on, and then I have to hit this little transition button. And then it goes, and then you guys get to see it, so I get to preview it first. And sometimes I do it on here as I'm talking, and then I forget to hit transition, and it's just on the preview screen. So I'm sorry about that. I am sorry about that. Bubba says, Rich, don't make me like you more than I do. I can only handle so much from a Jets fan. That's the plan, though. That's the plan. You're falling for it, Bubba. Thank you so much, man. I'm sitting here pouring my heart out to you guys, and you guys are like, move the score, change the score, move ball. Like, shut up. It was two skulls. I thought you were gaslighting us. A glimpse behind the magic of PFD Manor, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'll take a little video of my screen here, and I will... can I do it here? Let me see. All right, let me see. Let me see. I can't do it. Oh, yes, I can. Hold on. No, it looks stupid. I'll show you guys one day. Maybe I'll make a behind-the-scenes thing and throw it on Patreon or something. All right. Score was not updated until I moved ball. That's crazy. Lord May of Foxborough forgives you. He is not a lord. He's still a squire. I might never make him a knight now. How about that? Maybe you're just making things worse for him. I have the power. Jets fan having a technical issue. No, not that. Yeah, it's totally that. All right, wait a minute. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left. Steelers take over at the 44-yard line. Warren gets stopped. Maybe a loss of 1 there. Jay Garza comes in with 2 and says, would you like to see Arnold win a Super Bowl? Schwarzenegger? I don't know. What position would he play? Am I and Arnold who? Am I missing something, or am I just am I what Arnold are we talking about? Are we talking about Schwarzenegger? I know you guys are gonna be like, no, Arnold so and so, and I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, duh, hello. When you say Arnold, do you mean Aaron Glenn? Because yes, I would like to see him win a Super Bowl. Back to passes. Aaron Rodgers. Oh, what a catch. Oh, no, he dropped it. DK Metcalf dropped it. Right in his hands. Oh, my God. King Vrabel is not as forgiving. Bodybuilder might be too stiff to be useful. Yeah. What if we took Sanchez out of the picture that you posted in the Discord? You got Phantom Zone for that, SG, so I would tread lightly if I were you. Darnold? Oh, is that what he's saying? Maybe Darnold. Sam Arnold. Pass to Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who comes up short. Way short of first down yardage. So, 4th down, and the Steelers are going to have to punt, so I will move ball. There we go. Sam Darnold? Who is that? Oh, no, I know what you mean. Sam Darnold. Would I like to see him win a Super Bowl? Yeah. I know. Listen, I'm already expecting the, oh, look, Darnold left the Jets and yada, 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 yada. I don't care. I never disliked Sam. He wins a Super Bowl. I'm fine with it. I would rather see him win a Super Bowl than stupid Drake May or stupid Josh Allen. So, but you know, it was what it was when he was with the Jets. You know, it would have. I don't even know that it would have been better if he would have stayed. Honestly, because if they, Kevin O'Connell helped him. If we didn't have somebody of Kevin O'Connell's caliber, I don't know that he would be what he is right now. He's not great, by the way. Sam Darnold is not the reason the Seahawks are where they are. Pass is caught by Cade Stover on 1st down. It's about a gain of 8. If anything, I can make an argument that Sam Darnold's holding that team back. Arnold Schwarzenegger has already told us what position he will play. I will be back. What, fullback? He would probably be a pretty good fullback. Can I handle an Aaron Rodgers Super Bowl? Yeah, I can. I can handle an Aaron Rodgers Super Bowl. A Zach Wilson Super Bowl would be hard. That would be hard because I hate him. But yeah, no, Darnold, Aaron, I don't have any angst towards them. I think it's kind of stupid that Aaron is taking shots at the Jets. He has no reason to do that. But he, you know, the fact that they didn't want him, he's going to hate us forever now. You know? So he's acting like, oh, there were things behind the scenes and blah, 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 blah. You know, first of all, he wouldn't be where he is right now if he would have stayed with the Jets. So he should be happy that Aaron Glenn said, yeah, we're going to move on. He should be thanking the Jets. Zach Super Bowl is never going to happen. No, Zach being in the league is probably not going to happen much longer. I just don't think Sam is a great quarterback. I think he's good. I don't think he's great. I don't know if that roster wasn't the way it is. I don't know that Sam would be elevating it to this point. Same thing with Minnesota. Minnesota's roster was awesome. That playoff loss that Minnesota had last year was Sam Darnold was a big reason why they lost that game, a major reason they lost that game. He just fell apart. I love how it only took a season and a half of Drake May's pro career for him to be elevated to stupid Drake May. That's the reason he should get knighted. No. No. I make the rules. Stop it. It's open season on Glenn. Take all the shots you want. Be careful, Matt, because if he turns this around, you're going to have to apologize. I'm just sitting back waiting and seeing. We have to see what he has in store for us over the next season. There's a good possibility maybe he is an incredible talent evaluator and gets better as a head coach. We don't know. We'll have to see. But I don't know that any head coach could have come into the situation and gotten this team to the playoffs. Maybe they would look better, but I don't know that they would have gotten them to the playoffs. We still don't have a quarterback, so that's a big reason. I think Ben Johnson was going to get anything out of Justin Fields or Brady Cook. Bad snap. CJ Stroud has to get the ball off, and that is incomplete. Texans are falling apart. We are in the second quarter, so that should probably change. It wasn't a bad snap. He just couldn't handle it. So that was Stroud's fault. All right. I'm going to let Darren Muji take a rest for now. Because, pass is caught by Christian Kirk, and that's a first down, Texans. I would love nothing more than to eat those words. Wait a minute. Comment section. Here we go. Matt West says, I would love nothing more than to eat those words as a Jets fan, but in the meantime, the season has been officially declared open. All right, well, then it's up to Aaron Glenn to close it. Incomplete pass. Intended for Schultz. 2nd and 10 coming up. No flag. Jay Garza's hands are frozen and he's working in 30-degree weather. He can't type. Jay Garza, you don't have to type, man. Just make sure you keep your hands cold, warm. Keep them cold. Keep them warm. I cannot bestow knighthood from my humble position as keeper of the belts. I bestow knighthood with we have our powwows here to see if the players are worthy or not. But ultimately, the decision lies in the hand of the man you see on camera right now. I would cheer on the Bears if they played the Patriots. Oh, of course, yeah, absolutely. I would cheer any team that plays for the Patriots. Plays the Patriots, sorry. All right, 1st and 10, 13:39 left. CJ Stroud working under center. Gives the ball to Woody Marks. He gets about a gain of 6. It's been pretty cold here, too. I woke up and it was like in the 40s today, I think. And then it takes forever for my hands to get warm. My hands get cold and nothing makes them warm. See, Glenn's season closes when he wins some F-word football games, basically, is what Matt West is saying. Well, I'm kind of glad he didn't win football games in hindsight. 3rd and 3 coming up. Steelers stopped Woody Marks on 2nd down. I'm kind of glad that they didn't win football games because I do like that we have the 2nd overall pick. Even though this isn't a quarterback-heavy draft, I like that we have the 2nd overall pick. I like where we are because this is truly a rebuild. I don't expect, talent-wise, look at any of these teams in the playoffs. Would we match up with any of them talent-wise? Come on. We're asking him to be Gandalf the White. Glenn the Green. That ball is thrown low and it is caught. And that is a first down catch by Schultz. It was close. Let's see the replay. Oh, he caught that. Very nice. Hell of a catch by Dalton Schultz. My concern is the way he can't even handle softball questions from the media. If you're going to coach in New York media market, you have to have thicker skin or the local media will destroy you. Yeah, so the issue is this Woody Marks again? Woody Marks would about a gain of 9. The issue is he is Bill Parcells. I want to say disciple, but not really. But Bill Parcells is a guy that he talks to and goes to for, a little advice and whatnot. And I think he's tried to take on that Bill Parcells persona because Parcells was the same way with the media. Thing is, Parcells had the acumen. Nick Chubb gets the first down. Parcells had the wins. Parcells had earned it. Aaron Glenn hasn't earned it. Now, he might think he earned it because he was a hell of a player as a New York Jet. So he might think that alone is why he can take that stance with the media. But it does make him look a little foolish. Again, I don't know that he's going to be a good coach. I'm not sitting here saying Aaron Glenn's going to be the great coach. You wait and see. No. I hope he is. I hope he's fine. I have no reason to not want him to succeed. I have every reason to want him to succeed. I'm also looking at it as, it's hard to judge what he is based on the roster he has and the quarterback situation or lack thereof. Chubb again, a gain of about 7 up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain. So, that's all I'm looking at. And I don't expect anything from the team in terms of wins. They don't have a great roster. So I'm just kind of like, if he's terrible again next year, if he doesn't look the part, then yeah, let's move on from him. But going into next year, if he's the coach right now, fine. What are we gonna do? We can't do anything about it. Woody Marks cuts this outside. He's got a first down and more. Takes this down to about the 12. Great block by Blake Fisher. I think, did he take that down to the 12 or the 15? He's across the 15. Let's see. He's across the 30, 20. Yeah, takes this down to about the 12. What a run by Woody Marks. First and 10. Woody Marks, 8 rushes, 44 yards so far. 9 minutes left in the second. Marks up the middle. This Pittsburgh defense is looking a little tired right now. Got a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 coming up. Texans run game is getting on track. Yeah, it's looking pretty vicious right now. Marks is down. Oh, God. That's terrible. Having himself a hell of a game so far. Let's see what happened. I don't know. You can't really see what happened. I know the Steeler who tackled him was holding his leg, but I don't really see anything weird that happened in terms of what we saw on the replay there. But yeah, I'm fine to be patient with the Jets, with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I really wish we would get Fernando Mendoza, but again, next year is supposed to, supposed to be a quarterback-heavy draft. Last time there was a quarterback-heavy draft, 4 teams ended up with quarterbacks who were still playing in the league, still at a high level. So, let's say the Jets, let's say Dante Moore comes out, right? Jets are like, we're not gonna pull the trigger on him. You might be able to trade that pick because behind them you have Miami who needs a quarterback. They're not going to trade with Miami, but the Steelers who are going to need a quarterback. You have Arizona who's going to need a quarterback. There are a few other teams. The Rams. Let me see. 2026. Oh, 2026. Is it 2026? Oh my God, it is. Jesus. NFL draft. I thought we'd be in hover cars by now, but we're not. 2026 mock draft. So let's take a look. So Arizona needs a quarterback. Cleveland could possibly need a want a quarterback this year. Who knows? I doubt they'll do that. We'll see what happens with New Orleans, but I don't think they're going to do one this year. Miami. Got the Rams. There are Minnesota. Pittsburgh. So there aren't a lot of teams that absolutely need a quarterback, which bodes well going into next year. Because if you have 4 top quarterbacks coming out, and apparently there might be 7 quarterbacks that go in the first round next year, based on what we know now. I mean, things change quickly. There's no reason not to punt quarterback to next year. Absolutely none, especially having 3 picks. CJ Stroud rolls out, gets the ball to Christian Kirk, and he's in the end zone, and that's a touchdown, and the Texans will take the lead. You want Prince Manning of Texas? Oh, yeah. I would love Manning. I would love Manning. And, I know Loco's like, oh, Manning's not going to be good or whatever. Wait, Loco, do you think Manning's going to be good? Do you like him or no? I don't know what your take is on Manning as of yet. I think you don't think he's going to be good. But again, I've said this before. Just because he's a Manning, I like that he's got his uncles to talk to, his grandfather to talk to. There are a lot of people in his own family that he can just sit there and talk to and absorb their knowledge of the game. 2 Super Bowl winning uncles. That's a great situation. So we put him in a situation where the Jets, they surround him with talent. He's got a good offensive line. We have a coach that can actually develop him and work well with him. We're in better shape than we might, things change quickly in a year. Right now we're all like, well, Mendoza. I'm upset about Mendoza. But next year we might be looking at the situation saying it's actually for the best that it worked out this way. Has Soldier seen Sir Caleb of Williams yet? Soldier, have you seen the Sir Caleb of Williams image yet? It's okay for now. What's up? He asked me, how's it going? It's okay for now. Oh, you see what I did there? Texans touchdown. Glenn himself did no favors by picking unnecessary fights. Yeah, I absolutely agree, Matt. Absolutely agree with everything you're saying here. My hope is that he learned from all that. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. I hope he does. I hope he did, though. And I hope he goes into next season with a bit of a different attitude. For his own sake. We'll see. Nice methodical drive by Houston. Oh, yeah, it's okay for now, so I see what you did there. I would argue Glenn's pressers have been worse than Gase's altered mental state introductory press conference. Yeah, they were bad. They were bad because there's no reason for him to pick a fight, though. He's picking fights he has no business picking. But, hopefully the thing that's a little different about today's NFL than when we were growing up or before social media is what it is. He's probably seeing a lot of this stuff. You can get feedback very, very easily just by checking in with social media or having people that check in on social media and talk to you about it. So maybe he's learning from that. Who knows? We'll see. But I don't see him as like the long-term answer. Like if Aaron Glenn doesn't work out, we're screwed. That's why I'm just kind of like meh about it. Like if he works out, cool. If he doesn't, I don't think they're going to get rid of Muji, and I think they'll bring in another coach. The roster's not good anyway right now. So fine. If Glenn wants to act foolish and he's not going to get better as a coach and not learn anything, then all right, then he's just not going to be here. It's going to be his loss, not ours. Where is the Lord Mayor Foxborough image? It does not exist. He is a squire. He is a squire, and he shall remain one. I'm excited to follow to see Mendoza play a game. I've never seen him play. You'll see him. I'm going to be streaming the game Monday night. He'll be playing in that game. Jonnu Smith loses a yard. And the Texans defense looks like it's coming alive. 8-12 left. Steelers have the Texans right where they want them. Looks like that. Brian Dusenberry is back. Hello, my minions. What's going on, Brian Dusenberry? The Horror King has arrived. I haven't seen Lord Horror in a bit. Rodgers is going to get rid of the football. There's going to be a flag. This is going to be roughing the passer. Because he got knocked down as he... Oh, it's going to be intentional grounding? Oh, I thought they were going to call roughing the passer for him getting hit. Wow, intentional grounding on Rodgers. He's pissed off. He's mad. Danielle Hunter, I thought that they were going to call roughing the passer on Danielle Hunter. Yeah, Rodgers had nobody there. Steelers fans are not happy with that. I'm not sure where Lord Horror is. I saw him on TikTok not too long ago. He popped in here, but he might be busy. He might be celebrating that Niners victory, too. 3rd and 21 for the Steelers, man. And Rodgers is looking frustrated. That is not good. I need to see all this hype I keep hearing about Mendoza. He's good. He is good. He's 6'5", 225. I mean, he's a big dude. Good head on his shoulders. Kenny Gainwell. And he's as wholesome as can be. I mean, my Lord. Doesn't have social media. He doesn't want to be distracted. Let me see if I can find a Fernando Mendoza interview. Let's see. Post game. Here, let me get the. Here, look, Kathy, take a look at that. That's going to be your quarterback. Tell me you don't. Tell me this doesn't make you fall in love with the guy. Jay Garza comes in with tour and says, "I'm your Dingleberry." You mean Huckleberry? Thank you, Jay Garza. Cowboys fan for life, I'm assuming, right? I can't tempt you to come over to the Jets. I mean, we got good days ahead. I mean, I'm trying to tell everybody, this is your opportunity now. If you want to be a Jets fan, you better do it now because there will be. I'm gonna close the ranks at some point where it's gonna be too late. When the ship takes off, you better make sure you're on it. Better make sure you're on it because you will not be allowed to join this ride. Once we're Super Bowl bound. And that's going to be in a couple years. So you got some time. Distinct comment says Steelers going to the Super Bowl. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do I think about Mike McCarthy coming to Detroit? Is he going to Detroit or is that just a rumor? So Muji portrait up if you were trying to recruit. Oh, yeah, sorry, Matt West. That's true. I need to put up a a recruitment sign, maybe. Oh, maybe Muji. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm going to have to think about that. Darren Muji wants you. Big Wink says the Jets will be exclusive. Don't listen to Big Wink. He's crazy. Let's see. What was I saying? Oh, the Brian Dusenberry, McCarthy going to Detroit. It's a rumor. So I think that would be great, actually, because Dan Campbell, I think Dan Campbell's a good coach. I don't think he's Nick Sirianni, but I do think he is somewhat reliant on his coordinators, and getting a guy like McCarthy there with head coaching experience. McCarthy is a hell of a play caller, too. So I think that would be a home run for you guys. Well, how would you feel about it? You know, McCarthy as a head coach, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Because, you know, his teams tend to not be disciplined. But as a play caller, I mean, I think it's remarkable. And with the talent you have, I think that would work beautifully. Morty Marks is back in the game. He's got about a gain of 4. When they raise the Titanic, you better be on the rides. On the ride, says Distinct Comment. That's correct. That is correct. That's what I was saying. I think McCarthy would be a great hire. Plenty of offensive experience and plenty of playoff experience. Cowboys, 12 wins, 12 wins, 12 wins. Do Detroit fans tend to agree with you, or have you been fighting with them on this? CJ Stroud loses the football again. And this is Steelers football. Man, CJ Stroud is not, I don't know what to say. Keanu Benton knocked it out. Terrible. CJ Stroud, the Texans might be looking for a quarterback in next year's draft, by the way. You have to sink the Glenn boat first and then ride it with Muji. No, you just push Glenn overboard. You don't sink a boat. Just push him overboard. Be like, oh, Aaron, look, there's a fish right there. A school of fish. They're colorful. They're nice. Oops. Make sure he has a life vest on. All right. Did you hear CJ Stroud said he has a bad mouth? He's going to stop cursing right now because you can't be a man of God if you have a mouth like that or something like, said something like that along those lines. They tweeted it, but it's like the Pope loves Ben Johnson. And he's got the foulest mouth ever. Steelers with excellent field position, but this defense is relentless. Gainwell loses about 3 or 4 yards. Wow. Steelers BS at work, says SG. Oh, I forgot. SG's a Ravens fan. He's not going to be happy about the Steelers winning if they win. Would not be happy about that. Second and 12. Glenn, I was going to say. Rodgers throws this out to Gainwell. And they lose more yardage. And Steelers fans are not happy. They are not moving the football. They want Mike McDaniel. I don't think Mike McDaniel would be bad either. I don't think he would be bad either. I think it would be both options. I think would be better than Johnny Morton. 3rd and 14. Rodgers, 4 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. He gets the ball to Gainwell. Gainwell is about a yard shy of the first down marker. Takes us down to the 12. I think Tomlin's going to take the points. The crowd is begging Tomlin to go for it. I don't think he's going to. 4th and 2, and they're going for it. Oh, Tomlin is letting the crowd get to him. I thought it was 4th and 1, but here we go. 4th and 2, Rodgers working out of the shotgun. They throw this out to Adam Thielen, and that's a first down for the Steelers, new set of downs. And Ashley comes in with a 50 spot. Thank you so much. She is on the throne now. An offering to the internet gods, thanking them for gifting us with PFD in this, the busiest of all weekends. He has not forsaken us. All hail PFD. We do not say it often enough, but we appreciate the content and the comedy. Spoon! Oh, I appreciate it, Ashley. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys just being here shows me all I need to know. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support more than you guys will ever know. If I don't say it enough, just know that. And Jalen Warren does not go anywhere. It's about a gain of 1. And Ashley has now taken her place on the throne. We're going to get that up. Your number 1 contender, by the way. This weekend's been a lot of fun. This is what I want to do every week on Sunday, is stream all the games. That's the goal. Hopefully I can make it happen sooner than later. 3, there we go. Rodgers back to pass. Rolls out, throws to the end zone, and that is thrown out of bounds. Third and goal coming up. Oh, no, I did the wrong thing again. My God. All right, hold on. I replaced Ashley's name. How did that happen? This is so crazy. Wait a minute. There's a flag down for an ineligible man downfield. It's going to be on Pittsburgh. There we go. Okay, now I got to put Philip Quinn's names back. Sorry about that, Philip Quinn, wherever you are. There we go. Okay. Now we got it right. Thank you very much, Ashley. I really appreciate it. Johnny Morton sucks. I'm sorry, but he sucks. You don't have to be sorry. I do not care. He's not, we don't have to deal with him. We got our own problems. 3rd and goal. Back to pass is Rodgers, and he's going to get taken down. I don't know what happened. He just got swallowed up. It seems like he got swallowed up by his own line. And 4th and goal. Terrible, terrible outing by the Steelers offense here. My God. Loss of 9. It doesn't look like a defender touched him, no. Does not look like a defender touched him at all. He's getting, looks like he's getting a case of whatever Justin Herbert had last night. Are we at the 2-minute warning? Yeah, we're at the 2-minute warning. This game is going by quickly, my Lord. And Ashley is your number 1 contender, so not only is she on the throne, looking down at everyone from up high, but she sits at the top of the contenders list. Bengals fan extraordinaire. Thank you so much for all the support, Ashley. I really appreciate it. I got that picture of Astro up for you because I know I wasn't able to get him in here last night, and I was like, she requested it. I'm going to get it up in Discord for her. And I saw what you said. He is very cute. He doesn't need his ego inflated anymore, says Bubba. Yes, he does. You stop that. There is no limit to how inflated my ego could be. Thank you, Brian, so much. I appreciate it. Arthur Smith's offense is a chore to watch, says I'm a Jets fan. Yeah, remember when we were talking about possibly bringing him in as a head coach? Oh. Horror King out. Thank you, Brian Dewsbury. Always good to see you. Matt West, the first emoji here is what the black bag clip means. Yeah, that was, I don't know if you were here. It was during a Jets game. I got mad. This was during the Saleh days. and I put this on my nose, and I refused to take it off for a while. I'm not there right now with the Jets, though. Do you notice that? Like, I'm not there. It was very different because it's hard to expect something from this team with this roster. But when Saleh was here, we had a good roster. And I was like, okay, this team could win. That Rodgers situation, though, man. But that Rodgers game was, the injury game was the first one I ever streamed. And it is up there for everyone to watch forever and ever and ever. Wait a second. Well, Drake may become a Lord when he wins the Super Bowl, Emily? How dare you? No. Well, we'll have to see. I have to be somewhat fair. Although I don't want to be, but I have to be somewhat fair, but we'll see. We'll see. If Drake May balls out next week against Denver, are they playing Denver? They're not playing Denver. Buffalo's playing Denver. If he balls out next week, he might attain lordship then. Not lordship, knighthood. But we'll have to see. You thought that was AI? No, that was an actual thing that happened. That happened and somebody grabbed the clip on screen. So we got a 7-6 game. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm telling you guys. You guys have never seen playoff Jets PFD. You've never seen that. I'm telling you, it gets bad. It gets bad. The highs and lows are insane. We haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember it well. I hope to taste it again soon. And I hope you all get to see it soon. And I think we will. I think by 2028. So stay tuned. I'm going to make a movie poster for it. 2028 playoff PFD. We're already working on the script. Got the actors hired. Some of them. We haven't cast the coach yet. There were rumors that it could be Aaron Glenn, but we don't know. We've been talking to Arch Manning. We're trying to get the cast together. We're going to see. But it's in the works. Remember when Saleh only needed to win 2 games at 7-4 to clinch a playoff berth and went 0-6? Oh, good times, ML Jets fan. You remember that? Rich, you won't have to use that bad clip for a while because Darren Muji is the GOAT. Yes, it depends on the coach, though. Darren Muji can't go down there and coach SG, but you know, SG's been on this. He's been shouting this from the rooftops with me. I'm on one end of the roof, he's on the other, shouting it that way. And people are like, isn't he a Ravens fan? And he's like, yeah, but I know greatness when I see it. Except when it comes to John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh's invisible to him. John Harbaugh's greatness is invisible to him. No, but I get you guys that, like, you know, Emily, the Packers fan, SG, a Ravens fan, you guys have tasted much success in your short lives. And it's a very different ball game. Because we would probably be there too, me and Matt West, if we had a team that was capable of just going to the playoffs year after year, but being shown the door in close games. Our standards might be a little higher than they are. Right now, like I said, if you told me next year we would have a roster that would be fighting in December for a playoff spot, I would be pumped. I would be like, yes, we're finally getting there. The very wise and sage like Darren Muji. Yes, please do not forget the word very. The very is very important in this. Is Lord Chair going to be playing himself? We don't know. He might, his demands might be a little too out of the budget for us, but we'll see. CJ Stroud gets the ball to Christian Kirk, 109 left. Got a 7-6 game. Come on. Did YouTube exist when the Keys... Oh, when the Jets were in the playoffs last? I don't know. It did. It was in its infancy, if I recall. Yeah, no, it definitely did. YouTube existed. Yeah. It wasn't what it is now, but it definitely existed. Like, you couldn't you had to get it on your computer. You had to get it on your laptop mostly, or your PC or whatever. You couldn't even get it on a cell phone. People had Blackberries, I think, around then. But it existed. She says very, very. Oh, we had completely different expectations, man. I don't know what else. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, no, I know. And I'm trying to. It's hard for us for that to compute with us. You know what I mean? Somebody said it really well in a comment on my fired head coaches video. Somebody who was a Ravens fan basically has your stance. Like, why would anybody want a coach who blah, blah, blah? And he went through all the failures and this and that. And somebody commented, somebody I've never seen before, and he's like, you have to understand, there are a lot of fans out there that haven't tasted the success you guys have and see a coach who can offer that to them. And that's it in a nutshell. That is it in a nutshell. We see that, we're like, oh, sustained success? Give me that. Give me that. What you see is we've had sustained success, but we're not getting past a certain point. I will take that right now. Now, you give me 10 years of that, I might be like, okay, what are we doing? Like, let's move the needle a little more, man. But as of right now, that I would beg for that, because, you know, we all love football. We love watching football. We have a good time watching football. I want my team to be relevant. It's a different experience when your team's relevant. I love watching good games. But man, I love watching my team in good games. I love watching my team in meaningful games, and I don't get to do that ever. So just to have that is an experience in all its own. When you go a decade without that, and you see a coach who has had that for the past decade and he's suddenly available, you don't understand why the team that's had that wants to get rid of that guy. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Bubba says, attention students, school lunch today is American chop suey with peas on the side, choice of milk or chocolate milk to drink. Vegan, we're talking soy milk, right? Or like almond milk? That is all for the morning announcements. Vice Principal Muji portrait. Bubba has so much hate for the Muji portrait because he knows what's coming. He sees the wave in the distance. He sees the tsunami coming, and he's just like, I could either make fun of it or run. And there are a lot of people watching me right now, so if I run, I'm going to look like a coward. So I'll just sit here and make fun of it, and then I'm just going to let it crash into me and wash away. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. He's just going to go back out with the tide. It's gonna the Muji tsunami is gonna grab you and just say, Bubba, hope you had your fun. It's over now. Yeah, we haven't had a winning season in a decade. I mean, every single time I turn on the TV and they are talking about a team, and then they talk about, you know, well, if you do this, then you're the New York Jets. Every time. I mean, you could be this, or you could be the New York Jets. Now, they don't say you could be a bad team. You could be a laugh. No, they say you could be the New York Jets. Constantly. That's what we have to deal with. So, yeah. Stroud throws this one deep. Wow, that is broken up. Jalen Noel went up for it. He got hit by Clark. And that is broken up. 3rd and 5 coming up. Is Rich really far behind in the chatters? It just made. So the last one I see is, as a Bengals fan and a Kentucky fan in college football, I totally get that. Just TV wanting winning seasons. That's the last comment that I've seen. Is that, am I up to date? I do scroll up a little bit to see if I missed anything. So. And I also look at Facebook. I get comments over there too. I can't highlight them here, but Chuck Clark is hurt. It is also. I wake up and thank God Almighty that I'm not a Jets fan. Thanks, Big Wink. That last comment just came in. So if I'm behind, it's because it's YouTube giving me the comments behind. So Darth Walker is another Bengals fan, by the way. We've got very, very good Bengals representation in the chat. I like that. I did miss your emoji painting idea. All right, hold on. I'll go find it. I will go find it. 3rd and 5 over the middle. That's Christian Kirk. He's got a first down, 29 seconds left. They have one timeout left. I am shocked Richin has it. Richin. That's not my name. I'm surprised. I'm going to read this properly this time. I am shocked Rich hasn't made a Darren Muji painting with Muji as a high court wizard. No, I don't need to. Because this says it all. That says it all. This man could be a high court wizard if he chose to. But he is beyond that. When you are elevated beyond a certain point, you can just show up looking the way he does, and that's all you need. You don't need the hat. You don't need anything crazy. In a world full of Patriots fans, be a Darren Muji. You know what I mean? Nerds here. What's going on? Uh, 28 seconds left. Texans have no timeouts. Stroud back to pass. He's going to run up into the pocket. Overthrows Nico Collins. They would have been in field goal range, and he could have gotten out of bounds. And Stroud overthrew a wide open Nico Collins. I think the Bengals fans coming in here, they sense that if I wasn't a Jet fan, I would probably be a Bengals fan. I've said that many times. I think it's a fair bet that if the Jets didn't exist, I would probably be a Bengals fan because as I was a kid growing up, Boomer Esiason played for the Bengals. And then he came to the Jets. I was very happy about that. But Boomer Esiason was my favorite quarterback because he threw lefty, and he was the only quarterback that threw lefty, and I threw lefty. So I identified with him, and I just thought the Bengals had the coolest uniforms. Yeah, for some reason people don't like their helmets or their uniforms. I always liked orange and black because I love Halloween, and I just thought the helmets looked cool. So I totally would have been a Bengals fan based on all that. But I was, my dad was like, always watched the Jets and the Giants. I, rooted for the Giants, but there wasn't like a connection there that like the same connection that I had with the Jets. But I did have like a connection with the Bengals, and I probably would have been a Bengals fan if that didn't happen. Soldier is back. Have you seen the Sir Caleb of Williams portrait, Soldier? Stroud back to pass. He gets pressured, gets the ball off. It's caught by Dalton Schultz at the 49. 13 seconds left. Texans are going to... It's 4th and 6 from midfield. What are the Texans going to do? Are they going to punt? Icky Woods. Yes, the Icky Shuffle. I love that. Yeah, I'm a lefty. I throw lefty, righty. I batted righty when I play baseball, like Ricky Henderson threw lefty, batted righty. I can throw with my right hand too, but I'm a true lefty. I learned how to throw with my right hand because of Sam Malone from Cheers, the only baseball player in Major League history to actually relieve himself in a game. And I was like, oh, I want to do that. Didn't work out. But I could throw righty. Not so much a football, but a baseball. Soldier's not answering the question. I don't think he wants to see the Caleb of Williams image. Oh, they're playing Kids by MGMT. I love that song. All right, we are at Half Face. The best line in that song is a family of trees wanting to be haunted. That's what got me in on that song. I heard that line and I was like, that's an awesome line. Like just a bunch of trees there, and they're just like, damn, we wish we were haunted. All right, half face. There we go. Half face. That should have been a walk-in touchdown for Nico. Yeah. It would have, you're right. Yeah, should have. I was saying he could have gotten out of bounds and taken a field goal, but yeah, he had nobody in front of him. That would have been a walk-in touchdown. You're right. You are absolutely right. No, you can get knighthood for 50% completion under 4,000 yards and 2 picks. You sound like someone else I know whose name reminds with Coco Monkey. 50% completion under 4,000 yards and 2 picks. Jeez, May is certain for his knighthood. Oh, you're bringing up Drake May now. Now you're involving me in this war, soldier. Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing? Because you don't want any of this. You don't. You don't want any of this smoke. I'm telling you right now. Soldier's I think he's a little upset at me because in Patreon, I posted a meme of Ben Johnson flipping the bird to Matt LaFleur. I had to. I thought it was hilarious. I think this whole situation where Ben Johnson is all in on, we hate those effing guys. I'm just like, oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. We're going to start a drinking game. Every time Bubba mentions the name Muji, you have to drink. Doesn't have to be alcohol, but just drink whatever you have. Because he's talking about him a lot. I think he said Muji more than he said May tonight. I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to get to that comment in a moment, Bubba, but I have to show... show Soldier something really, really quick. Let me get it up on stream momentarily. Oh, nope, that's not it. That's not it. Hold on. Where is it? Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, Soldier, there you go. What do you think of that? He was promoted to knighthood. Sir Caleb of Williams. What is that in his? Oh my! Is that a cheese grater he's got in his hand? Oh my God, that's crazy. Who would do something like that? That's not nice at all. My God, that is not nice at all. You're knighting a subpar quarterback. Oh, no. Well, he's been knighted already, so we can't take it back. Actually, we can, but I don't think we're going to. That's him right there. What if, stay with me, what if Muji totally muffs the draft haul he got? Will you still love him? He's not going to totally. We have no reason to believe that would happen. Based on what he did in the first draft, based on what he did in free agency with limited resources, based on what he did in season, bringing in players he brought in were all, not superstars, of course. I mean, there aren't just superstars lying around that you can just be like, oh, let's get that guy. But, I mean, they were names that we weren't like, who? We were just like, oh, okay. That's a good role player. So these guys are there now. And when you start bringing in superstars and studs, you have this nice core of players that are there that can actually play, and they don't have to be the stars. So there's nothing to suggest that Darren Muji would botch a draft. I don't even know that those words, they don't even sound right. Muji and botching, it doesn't even sound right. Right? It's like, one time, I took a box of Chex Mix. I didn't know what Chex Mix was. I saw the word Chex on the box, and I put it in a bowl, and I poured milk over it and took a bite, and I almost threw up because I was like, what is going on? Because there were pretzels and cheese bits in there and everything. And I was a kid. And I learned from that day, always read the box before you put it in a cereal bowl and you pour milk on top of it. Read the box fully. Darren Muji knew, he never did that. That never happened to him. So he knows what he's doing. Darth Walker is drinking Earl Grey hot tea. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Matt West, don't even, why are you even, Matt West, stop it. Don't even entertain what he's saying right now. If Muji muffs it. No, there is no if Muji muffs it. That's not a possibility. That is not a possibility. That's like saying, if I asked you, Matt West, what would you do if you woke up in the morning and there was a dragon in your living room? And he said, you have to give me all the gold in the land or I'm going to turn you into a dandelion. Do you have to answer that question? Or can you just look at me like I'm a maniac and tell me to leave? Ask me to leave, kindly. Or just ignore me. That's the way you treat questions like that about Darren Muji. Emily's bringing up the the NFL is scripted like wrestling. Look at the colors of the Super Bowl logo. 2 colors determine opponents. 1 main color between the 2 determines the winner. That's been debunked a bunch of times, right? Because the color will be like aqua, and they'll be like, oh, it's green, and so the Eagles are green, and that means that they knew the Eagles were going to win. It's like people really reach for that theory to try to make it work. I don't think the NFL is scripted. I don't. I mean, you know how many people you would have to get on board to make this happen? You know what I mean? Now, I know Michael Francesi, the former mob boss, who's on YouTube, says that they do get to players, and they have gotten to players. He's not saying they do it now, but he has said in the past they've gotten to players and been able to get them to manipulate things. You know what I mean? But for betting purposes and whatnot. But I don't know how true that is today. I maybe it happened in the past. I don't know. He's saying it did. But if there's anything that turns something a certain way, that would be more believable to me. Like, maybe a ref got paid off. I'm not saying any of this happened. I'm just saying this would be more believable. A ref got paid off, a player got paid off, whatever. And then, they leaned the game a certain way. But to have it scripted, I mean, these guys are moving so fast. You would have to get so many people on board with this. It would just be that it's impossible. It's impossible. Let's see. PFD will buy into it by saying Caleb painted his nails that color during week 2 Thursday film, so he's got to be in the Super Bowl. I can't believe you hate Caleb Williams as much as you do. It doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. I really think gambling is affecting games. How many extra points are missed on purpose? Yeah, there is that theory, and that's something, that would make sense. I could buy that more so than I can buy the scripted theory. But Matt Beckel, we were wondering where you were before. We were talking about you earlier on. Lord Horror is here. Congratulations to your San Francisco 49ers, by the way. I picked them to win, just so you know. I had I'll show you what was the prediction? I think I still have the prediction up. Wait a minute. This is the prediction of this game, but this is the prediction I had for the Niners game. It'll be up in a second if I can click this effing thing. Hold on. That's the prediction I had for the Niners game. 19-17. Niners winning. I had a lot of Eagles fans angry at me during the week, though, for saying the Niners were going to win. I got called a clown. The little clown emojis came up. There were a bunch of LMFAOs. San Francisco's defense is hurt, and Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the league, and all this stuff. It's not that I hate him; it's that he went to USC. I hate the college. Don't hate the man. My daughter had a dance convention and competition over the weekend. Absolutely nuts. Oh, man. They should move those things around so they don't happen during the wild card. I'm going to be gone for 60 seconds. I'll be right back. Like Mr. Rogers right now. I'm putting, let's see, not scripted, but Vegas is definitely in play. Says Machiavelli the Don over on Facebook. Yeah, Vegas might definitely be in play. That makes more sense. That's something I could actually buy. Should see how I hate Reggie Bush. Rich is a secret Bears fan. Caleb Knighthood for a decent quarter now against Lord Chair. We stand with you, Lord Chair. Lord Chair and I are not at odds. Bubba is trying to get Lord Chair and Lord Desk to have some sort of battle. I don't know that it's working. He claims it is. But I don't know that we can trust Bubba. Not Bubba. Dude, sorry. I don't know that we can trust Bubba either, though. Now that we're on the topic. I'm not a secret Bears fan. Caleb Williams, I mean, is there a more clutch quarterback in the NFL right now? I don't think so. He gets it done when he needs to get it done. So we can look at numbers and everything else that we want. But that pass that he completed at the end of that Packers game, wow. And he's done it a few times this year. So I'm just calling it as I say it. We can look at his numbers and point to that and whatnot. But all I know is when they need him to have put together a drive, he does some pretty incredible things. We know it's not scripted, but we also know you have the FTD, which it does not exist, Matt West. Does not exist. Oh, PFA is sending me pictures of Lucas. He's in bed. Wow. All right. So he will not be up tonight, which is good. He is side-eyeing her, though. He is side-eyeing her. Didn't you say the same thing about Drake May? I don't recall that, no. Hi. What? Oh, it's over there. Yeah, it's right there. I'm sorry.
Went on the bed and Louis been in his bed just passed out.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So he's not freaky tonight. No. We got the third quarter starting. We got the third quarter starting. Hold on one second. All right, here we go. Texans have the football. Ball's in the correct spot. I think Ball's been doing a good job tonight, no? He's been on the money tonight. Got a bunch of PFAs in the chat. Yes, and now PFA. PFA by reference and now PFA. We heard you're a Lord Desk supporter. I mean, I don't know who told you that. I support all of my furniture. All right, here we go. We've got CJ Stroud under center. A play action rolls out to his left, gets the ball to Jaden Higgins, and that's a first down. Here we go. Jackson says, how many quarterbacks throughout history have regularly played average for 3 quarters, then lights out Superman in the 4th consistently? That's what I'm saying. I mean, doesn't happen often. And when it does, we put these people on pedestals. But for some reason, Caleb Williams does it, and we're supposed to ignore it and say, no, but look at his numbers. Look at the numbers elsewhere. But Bo Nix was supposed to bow down and like kneel to the sky when he does it in a game that the Bears, Broncos win like 6-3. And my furniture literally supports me. It does. That's why we have this relationship. It's very nice. This is exactly it. Sean Cantrell said, shows up when he needs to. Love it. I love it. And here is CJ Stroud under center. 1st and 10. They are at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Over the middle. That is caught by Higgins again. It's about a 15-yard gain. His 2nd catch of the possession. It's a 14-yard pickup. Drake May has been consistent all year. He's not attained knighthood yet. I'm sorry. He's not. Broncos beat the Packers 34-26, by the way. See, Packers fans? The man who is disparaging Caleb Williams is also taking secret shots at you. I want you to be aware of this before you start agreeing with him blindly. Cam Hayward is hurt. We're taking a break. Like the stream, people, says Soldier. Thank you. Look, Drake May has been consistent. I want to see. Here's the issue. They have had an easy schedule. Now, I don't look at that and say, well, they're a bad team. They're just no, but something we can't ignore. I want to see how he does in the next game or the next couple of games. But remember, I did say I fear the Patriots could be good enough to win the Super Bowl. I don't know what they are right now. So when I see Drake May, who I believe will become Sir Drake May soon enough. So just, okay, everybody. But I need to see a little bit more. I've seen enough from Bryce Young. I've seen enough from Caleb Williams. I need to see more from Drake May. I'm convinced Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson are doing these games like this to make Bears fans fix their lifestyles and focus on cardiovascular health. They've been remarkable. If Drake May puts in a convincing performance next round, the knighthood consideration, asked Melissa Klein, it will be considered. There will be discussions. And then I will get back to every one of you when we have made a decision at that point, should it come. If they lose, he might get demoted from squirehood. What's below a squire? What's below a squire? Let's see. Hey, what's going on, Nolan? Good to see you. What's this guy's name? CJ Stroud gives the ball to Woody Marks again. He's got about a 10-yard gain, takes it down to about the 21. It's about 9.5, so it's going to be 2nd and short coming up. I saw an AI-generated picture of Justin Herbert standing like Superman, wearing a superhero outfit with the Superman shield, and it said "if" inside. And it's true, because with Justin Herbert, it's like, well, if Greg Roman wasn't there, or if Brandon Staley wasn't there, if his offensive line wasn't hurt, there are a lot of ifs. At some point, he can't fall apart. He's got to do something. He's got to, and again, Josh Allen does it. You guys know how I feel about Josh Allen. He puts the team on his back and he becomes Superman and starts winning. It's not something Justin Herbert has done. I don't know that he's capable of doing it. Page May. I like the sound of that. And then Jester will be below Page. Oh, I like this. All right, I gotta make a note on that. Page and Jester. Stable hand. Yeah, maybe not Jester. Maybe Jester shouldn't be for quarterbacks. Well, depending on the quarterback. Like Will Levis is definitely a Jester at this point in his career. But Will Levis is also somebody I think is going to turn it around. So there's a chance Will Levis could be a knight. He could achieve knighthood before Drake May. So let's not forget that. Peasantry. Second and 6 coming up. Justin Fields is a Jester. Justin Fields is, I don't know what to say. It's not even funny, so I don't know that he's a Jester. He doesn't make me laugh. Second and 6. Schultz gets about a gain of 3. We've got third and about 3 coming up. Justin Fields might be stable hand. I'm rooting for the Meteor if Chicago makes it to the Super Bowl. Wow. Zach Wilson's definitely a Jester. Yeah. But, man. He's another one that didn't make me laugh. But, yeah, he is a Jester. And Stroud throws an interception. Wow. He got pressured. Oh, my Lord. Wow. Andy Ruggles says, man, F this game. Wow. I believe Andy Ruggles is a Texans fan, right? If I remember that correctly. The stable hand like a pizza delivery guy. That's wow. I'm rooting for the Meteor in this game. The Meteor's got a lot of support. It's nice to know. Eccles with the interception. Now, can the Steelers actually do something? Because they're getting opportunity after opportunity, but man, way to abandon the run on 2nd and 4. Yeah, like Woody Marks is just tearing these guys up and they get rid of it. I don't like CJ Stroud. Oh, I'm a Colts fan. That's right. I'm sorry, Andy Ruggles. I am sorry. I apologize. I usually remember people's teams, and sometimes I get a little mixed up. I get close sometimes. For the most part, I remember everybody's teams. Let's see. Andy Ruggles, Colts, Soldier, Packers, SG Ravens, Kathy Raiders. That's not fair because I know her my whole life. Loco, who do you like again? I'll skip you. Matt Beckel, 49ers, Emily Brandt, Packers, Matt West, Jets, yes. Nolan, Seahawks. Ashley, Bengals. Celtic Scarecrow. I don't remember who Celtic Scarecrow likes. Hold on. Panthers, I'm just kidding. Justin Spiewak, unfortunately, the Patriots. Sean Cantrell, Bears. This person's never been here before, so I don't know. Samuel Miller, Bengals. Jax, I don't know, because I don't think he's been here before. Big Wink, Patriots, unfortunately, but I thought he was a Bears fan. He tricked me. Bubba's a Patriots fan. Darth Walker, who are you a fan of? I'm the biggest Bears fan. Don't insult me like that again. I apologize. I apologize. Zach Wilson is below Jester, whatever that might be. Stroud's 18% score on the S2 all makes sense now. I traded him in Dynasty for Baker Mayfield this year, and I'm happy I did it because he drives me crazy. I do not like CJ Stroud. I did for like his rookie year. I was like, oh man, why couldn't we have gotten so lucky as to draft a guy like CJ Stroud. But man. All right, Soldier, be good, man. Good to see you. Darth, that's right. Darth is a Bengals fan. I'm sorry. I forgot that. Hand off to Jalen Warren. He gets about 6. Zach is chained to the dungeon. Oh, and he's driving the people in the dungeon nuts. They're complaining. They're like, can we get him out of here? Below Jester is Jets legend. That's silly and not based on anything factual. We're only dealing facts here, Loco. If you can't handle that, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay, 2nd and 3, sorry. Hand off to Warren again. And, he gets right at about the first down. I think they're going to give him a spot, though. I think he's got it. I like what Melissa Klein said here. Zach Wilson equals plague-riddled tenant farmer. Yeah. He's spreading the plague. What do you think, Tim? What do you think? This game is boring me. I think I might head to bed. All right, get to bed. I'm sticking through this. I need to see this through the end. Rodgers is working out of the shotgun. There's a flag. It's going to be a false start on the offense. Can we all agree Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell carried Rodgers this season? Yeah, I can get on board with that. Rodgers hasn't exactly been elite. He hasn't been terrible, but he is a knight, and he will remain a knight. He's earned that. He will not get demoted. First and 15. From the 9, Rodgers gets the ball off to Calvin Austin. He's going to lose about a yard. This offense cannot move the football. Wow. The Texans' defense is doing their job. The offense, neither offense is doing anything. Super Bowl champ Kenny Gainwell, right? Kenneth. Nick Sirianni had a T-shirt with his name on it. This is a better game than last night. That's true. Last night was awful. Oh, Rodgers has to get rid of the ball. He does. And that's completed to Calvin Austin for about a gain of 6. They're at the 15. He got nailed the second he caught the ball, but he held on to it. Yeah, I think this will be his last year, Matt. I think this will be his last. Maybe. Who knows? He's probably not going to tell us right off the bat. We're going to have to go through this whole thing so we can get attention. And, that's pretty much what's going to happen. There's that vaunted Texans defense. Yeah, they are a nightmare. 3rd and 9, Rodgers working out of the shotgun. Here comes the Texans 4-man rush. Rodgers gets the ball off, and that is caught over the middle by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Wow. First down, Steelers. I thought last night's game was simply wonderful. You would. Oh, that was terrible football. Well, by the Chargers. I mean, God, they're a nightmare to watch. Rodgers gives the ball to Gainwell, tries to cut it outside, and he gets swallowed up behind the line for a loss of 1. Have you ever thought about sportscasting? I think you do a great job. It's just like how the game is on TV. Thank you. It's okay for now. I did like when I was younger, but it's hard to get into. I mean, look who's in the booth mostly. Guys that have been there for ages or former athletes, But thank you. I appreciate it. But I like this. I have more control over this than I would ever have anywhere else. I think growing something yourself is the way to go. Rodgers is going to go on another darkness retreat and then tell us. Yeah, he's going to come out like the groundhog and reveal his decision. My intention is to play for the New York Jets. That's what he said. I remember that. And we were all like, yeah! And that was all for nothing. We could have been on year 3 of Rodgers right now if that didn't happen. That injury didn't happen. Rodgers back to pass with Saleh still as our coach, by the way. Airs it out. Calvin Austin. No flag. 4th down coming up. There was a little contact. Let's see. Oh, Lassiter grabbed his shoulder pad and twisted him around. Was that Gene Skeletor who just said that's not a foul? They were playing the ball. The feet got tangled. I believe it looked like he got a hand on his shoulder pad and twisted his body around, but I guess we could agree to disagree. I thought that should have been a flag. Down at the 30 or the Houston Texans. PFD was so excited for those 3 seconds that Aaron played that season. I was excited all off season. Man, it was insane. Right. Absolutely loved it. This movie, Send Help, looks very interesting. I want to know what the synopsis of that is. All right, let's see. That's a horror movie, right? Send Help synopsis. So what? A woman and her overbearing boss become stranded on a deserted island after a plane crash. They must overcome past grievances and work together to survive. But ultimately, it's a battle of wills and wits to make it out alive. The way the preview makes it sound is he was very cruel to her. And on the island, it's almost like she's in charge now. And maybe a little crazy or trying to get revenge on him. So it seems like an interesting movie. I don't know that I'll see it in a movie theater, but we'll see. The New Jersey Jets are doomed to disappoint, says Big Wink. Dude, Patriots fans are really trying to cope right now. This man terrifies you. That smile terrifies you. I know it does. PFD in the booth with Iron Eagle. Oh my God, I would give him a diamond cutter in the booth. That wouldn't last. We'd go to one commercial break and I'd be like, Iron Eagle is he's not going to be with us for the rest of the for the rest of the show. He had something to do. I would stop and be like, could you just talk like normally for a second? Just for a second, man. Come on, we got this. Another one is Kenny Albert. I can't with the voice. I'd be like, Kenny, please, Jesus, stop with this. Just talk, man. Just talk. That's all you got to do is just talk. You see, I'm talking. I heard you when you were on the air. You weren't talking like this. Why don't you talk like that? Drives me crazy. What is normal? You mean in terms of speaking? It's not like this because nobody really talks like this in real life. I'm gonna call a play like that. CJ Stroud under center. And he rolls out to his right. He gets the ball off. And that is caught by some receiver whose name I don't know right now. We've got second down coming up. Nobody talks like that. All right. Samuel Miller comes in with a $5 and says, hypothetical situation, who would you root for in the Super Bowl between the New York Jets versus the San Antonio Pterodactyls? Down with the Pterodactyls. Keep them. They would be in the NFC, I'm assuming, yes. So, no, down with the Pterodactyls. I'm glad Andy Ruggles would be rooting for the Jets. Thank you. I'm a little disappointed in you, Ashley, and also you, Emily. Thank you very much. Thank you, Samuel Miller, for that $5. I appreciate it, man. Illegal motion on the offense. Yeah, me and Iron Eagle would not get along. We would not get along. I'd give him an Indian burn at some point. Just be like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Ian. Sorry, Ian. I would just call him Ian. I wouldn't even acknowledge it. And if he corrected me, I would just keep calling him Ian. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, you know, Ian, this game is... oh, sorry, I did it again. Oh, my bad. CJ Stroud goes down. That is a sack. Samuel Miller, by the way, is your number 3 contender. There he is, up to 597. Thank you very much, Samuel Miller. I'm always tempted to call you Samwise Miller. I don't know why. The battle of the expansion teams. Give me San Antonio. Well, you're a Spurs fan, so that makes sense. I'm assuming that doesn't mean you dislike the Jets. It just means you're trying to root for the same city that you root for in basketball, which is okay. It's acceptable. 4th and 10 coming up after an incomplete pass by CJ Stroud. Oh, I'm still watching the game, yeah. I'm assuming the Pterodactyls were just the Cowboys. No, they're an expansion team, but they took... So there's a long story behind it. They're an expansion team. They're not the Cowboys. Jerry he's not really aware that it has anything to do with him, but this is their logo next to my head. We were talking about expansion teams the other day for some reason and what cities would be good for expansion teams. We came up with San Antonio, and then that conversation, as it does in the Demonverse, just took a turn, and this is what we ended up with somehow. I don't even know how it happened, but this is how that we started having a serious conversation about expansion teams, and this is where it led. And now this is a part of Demonverse lore. So yeah. All I see is Bubba saying, I hate to pile on Rich, and I'm gonna say lies. But let me see what else you said beyond that. But do you realize the Indianapolis Colts have won the AFC East more recently than your Jets, even though they have been out of the division since 2002? Well, the past is the past, Bubba. And the future is now. That's my answer to you. That's what I realize. And of course, Justin Spiewak is like, Bubba, that's interesting and sad. They're all just huddled together, these Patriots fans. A bunch of criminals. Just doing bad things for the world. Jerry Jones is the greatest owner in the Eagles, Commies, and Giants history because he keeps screwing the Cowboys. I'm going to bring this back around to the Jets. People keep saying Woody Johnson's a bad owner. Now, I'm not saying he's a good owner. Okay? But we were all talking about the Chicago Bears ownership being terrible. Remember a couple years ago when we were saying, well, not we, I wasn't saying it, but when people were saying Caleb should not go to the Bears. He should refuse to go to the Bears because ownership is terrible there. Horrible. You do not want to go there. That's going to ruin his career. And look where we are now. Wow, 2 short years later. All of a sudden, we're not hearing about Chicago Bears ownership being bad anymore. I wonder why that is, because they hired the right people after a long time. So when people talk about Woody Johnson being a bad owner, I'm like, he just hasn't succeeded in recent history. That's it. Because when the team was going to the AFC Championship game in consecutive years, we weren't hearing about Woody being a bad owner. No. So, but he's not Jerry Jones. He tries to manipulate. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's hired the wrong people. Jets literally won the AFC East in 2002. Thank you, Elmo. Thank you. How many wins this upcoming season? It's hard to tell right now. We got to see what happens in free agency, what happens in the draft. But yeah, I mean, I know our quarterback. We're not going to have a quarterback. I mean, you know, Marcus Mariota maybe. If that, maybe Bailey Zappi. So the way I'm looking at it right now, yeah, I wouldn't say zero. Zero is hard. What a catch by Adam Thielen. Just keep throwing to him, man. 3, I would say, yeah, around 3. Around the 3-win mark is what I'm looking at right now. When I looked at the schedule, I saw 5 possible wins and when I say possible, I still kind of nudged it in the other team's direction because I feel like they are better than us. So 5 possible wins. 5 games that could go either way. Of course, in the NFL, anything could happen, you know. But yeah, 3 wins sounds about right in that neighborhood. And again, we'll revisit this as we get closer to the next, you know, the upcoming season and whatnot, after the draft, after free agency. Why doesn't he just hire back the people that got him to the AFC Championship game? Because they got there with a roster built by the regime that was there before. It was weird. It was weird. Rex Ryan, I mean, as evidenced by when he left the Jets and went to Buffalo, he didn't do anything in Buffalo. Rex Ryan is a good defensive coordinator, did fine with a great Jets talented defense and a very talented offense apart from the quarterback. But Rex Ryan's not coming here and building out a roster. He doesn't have that skill set. So, yeah, I want to do that. Darren Muji has given us every reason to trust him right now. Rodgers goes down. We got 3rd and 11 coming up for Pittsburgh. So I don't want that regime back. No. I'm happy with the general manager situation. I'm happy with the front office situation right now. That's where it ends. That is a check that we haven't hit in a while, in a long time. Since Parcells. Tannenbaum, Mangini. I like that combo. But yeah. I'm happy with where we are. Like, obviously not the result, but if we're resetting it and becoming, you know, we're an expansion team right now and we just burned everything down. Rodgers loses the football and it's recovered by Pittsburgh. So they're going to punt. McCormick recovers the football. So yeah, we are where we are. I think we just need to be patient and let this play out and let Darren Muji bring his vision to life. Send Help has Bruce Campbell in it. Oh, all right. Well, that's interesting. Bruce Campbell of Evil Dead fame. Also, he was in Multiverse of Madness. Rodgers looks bad. Yeah, he's holding on to the ball for a while. And he is not as nimble as he once was. Stroud looks pretty bad too, though. He says he's not going to swear anymore, but I'm sure he said the F word plenty of times tonight because, man. So yeah, I do plan on having a skit up tomorrow. Also in burn notice. I do plan on having a skit up tomorrow. There are going to be a few skits up this week. Got NFL football coming up again on Saturday and Sunday. So we got a busy week ahead of us. Okay, let me check something here. I always get the Super Mario Brothers song in my head for some. I get it in my head a lot. Let me see. Okay. All right, so 7-6. Man, Waggles might have to come out. Waggles might have to come out. If Josh doesn't make it to the Super Bowl, or when do the Phillip Rivers comparisons come into play? I don't know. Like, in defense of Josh Allen, I can't believe I'm about to say this. I'm always in defense of Phillip Rivers too, though. But Josh Allen he has to be Superman. I would argue he's the only reason the team is where it even is. I don't know that we can say the same about Phillip Rivers. I don't know that he was that dominant where it's like, well, Phillip Rivers is really carrying this team the way Josh Allen carries that team. I love Phillip Rivers. I think he was a great quarterback, but I think it's a different situation. All right, here we go. We are with a minute 29 left in the third quarter. CJ Stroud under center. Play action, gets rid of the football, and that is broken up. Intended for Nico Collins. He landed on his head and grabbed his head. Hopefully he's okay. He is slow getting up. But he is getting up, so that's good. Oh, man, he went forehead first right into the turf. That is rough. Assuming he is going over to the sideline. Yeah, he is going to go to the blue tent to get checked out. Hopefully Nico is okay. Hope there's not a concussion situation there. Maybe run the ball on first down because, you're outgaining them by 100 yards. Yeah, it's a head scratcher that they're not running the football more with Woody Marks. He has been ridiculous tonight. I feel like every time he touches the ball, he gets 8 yards. CJ Stroud working out of the shotgun. Oh, and that's a bad snap. Stroud's able to recover. What is going on with these snaps? 3 times the Texans have botched snaps, and D'Amico Ryans is frustrated. Stroud wasn't expecting the ball. He wasn't even looking. The ball hit him in the chest. Steelers could have had a golden opportunity there. Wow. Would I rather have prime Big Ben or current Josh Allen with the Jets? Current Josh Allen. Without a doubt. Stroud gets rid of the football, throws downfield, and that is caught by Christian Kirk, who is wide open. That's the big play they needed. $49 yards. Melissa says Waggles time for the Texans. So even after that big play, you still think we should call for Waggles? Yeah, maybe not. What a dime. What's up, Game Show Gumbo? And just by threatening a Waggles appearance. Christian Kirk having a game, 6 for 107 yards, and he had the touchdown earlier. Who would have thought Christian Kirk would be the best wide receiver today? Remember when he got that huge contract from Jacksonville? We were like, what the hell? Parents, raise your kids to be wide receivers in the NFL. They'll get paid. Even if they're not that good. I mean, the Texans have been in great field position before in this game, and they've done nothing with it. So we'll see what happens. We are going to the fourth quarter. I feel like this game has gone by fast. Definitely not like college. I don't know how you guys do it with college football. I mean, I love looking at all the draft stuff and everything, and it is football. So, yeah, I'm sure the atmosphere is fine and fun. Probably love going to a college game. But, man, sitting here through a college football game, we're doing it next Monday. But, man, it is like one quarter takes an hour and a half. It's crazy. Justin Spiewak's going to bed now. All right, Dream of Drake May. Have a good one, Justin. Thanks for showing up. Jaguars almost traded Kirk to Pittsburgh? No, I did not. This game is dragging. I think it's moving by quickly, but there's not a lot happening. College football in general is not as slow as the games we've streamed are. All right, I'll take your word for it. Maybe I'll stream more college games next season. We'll see. 35 years ago, SNL gave us the Bear skit. Oh, 35 years ago, that happened, really? Something else happened. Oh, was it 38 years ago? Marty Jannetty got kicked through the barbershop window by Shawn Michaels? Let me see. Hold on. I retweeted that before. 34 years ago, yeah. Shawn Michaels shockingly turns on Rocker's teammate Marty Jannetty. Kicked him right through the barbershop window. Insanity. All right. Oh, they're showing us the Patriots. Why are they showing us that? Stroud gives the ball to Woody Marks, who gets a couple of yards. There's a flag. That's going to come back. Holding on the Texans. Next Monday, we'll have a 2.5-hour halftime. Yeah, I'm sure. They're just going to play Titanic through halftime and then get back to the game. Yeah, Marty jumped through in fear because he was a coward, according to Bobby Heenan, by the way. Yeah, Loco's going to he might get Phantom Zone for more than 10 seconds tonight. He is really, really, really pushing it. Woody Marks on 1st and 20 gets a few yards. Let's see. What are the time options for Phantom Zoning? There's 10 seconds. Nah. 1 minute. 5 minutes. I don't know. 10 minutes. 30 minutes. I like that one. 24 hours. All right, we're going to sit on this for a little while and just kind of see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. Second down and 13. This ball gets caught by Christian Kirk. This is becoming the Christian Kirk and Woody Marks show. And perhaps that's what it should be. 3rd and 6. I'm surprised Shane Giggles isn't here to scream for Tomlin's head. The Phantom Zone is when I give you a timeout. That's what the Phantom Zone is. You leave this stream and you are in the netherworld where you cannot comment for a set amount of time that I set. Pass intended for Dalton Schultz. Incomplete. 4th and 6 now. So once again, the Texans do nothing with a golden opportunity. It's currently decorated with PFD and Bears gear, photos, and art. No, it is not. No, it is not. Let's see. Oh, oops. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what happened? What happened? Oh, no. Oh, dear God. 1 whole minute. Oh, whatever will we do? This is going to be 4th and 6, 51-yard attempt. And Fairbairn puts it through. We've got a 10-6 game. This might be too much of a hole for Pittsburgh to climb out of, honestly. Pittsburgh really needs to move the football, and it is just not happening. Oh, Loco's making zone cookies. I unplugged the oven, so he's not allowed to do anything. I run the bar in the Phantom Zone. Strange. Loco's in there if you want to go mix him up a cocktail. Make sure he pays for it, though. Make sure he tips you. All right. Bum-bum. Tom Brady. Got Tom Brady commercials. God. All right. Joey Porter Jr. gets away with a lot of contact. Oh, look who's back. Look who's back. I hope you learned your lesson. He wants an old fashioned. The Balloons. That was the most enjoyable minute of the evening. It was nice and peaceful. Definitely Apple Pay. The zone is cashless. You guys know a lot about the Phantom Zone. The currency is gold doubloons. I would say that the metal has not yet been identified by the people of this planet. Aaron Rodgers sacked himself earlier in the game, by the way. And if you make it back over here with Phantom Zone cash, there is a currency exchange in the Demonverse. Both teams are trying to forfeit next week ahead of schedule. Like paying the boatman. Yes, exactly. Plastic. And was that Kenny Gainwell on the return? Yes, it was. Kenny Gainwell on the return. Oh, wait a minute. Soldier's like, so my argument is maybe Caleb isn't good. Maybe we just choke with 5 minutes on the clock and give up 10 plus. I don't know, man. Caleb has done it in other than Green Bay games, and he came alive at the end of the game. So we'll see how he does next week. We'll see. But at some point, Kenny Gainwell's got a big gain. He gained well, and he's got 40. He's at the 45-yard line. First down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. At some point, it's like, we have to look at Caleb Williams and say, maybe he actually is pretty good. Maybe he's not perfect. Nobody's saying he's perfect. But when he is one of those guys that once you see him running around and it's the end of the game, you're holding your breath like, man, this guy's going to make a play, isn't he? Like he definitely has that in him. Rodgers back to pass. Throws downfield. Calvin Austin almost comes up with it on a tip. He's saying he got it. I don't think he got it. Steelers are saying he caught it, but I don't think he is. I don't think he did. Let's see. Ball got tipped by the defender. No, it hit the ground. That hit the ground. Calvin Austin. Still can't believe Green Bay coached that lead away. That was crazy. Andy Ruggles, go get some sleep, man. Ball hit the ground and got loose. 2nd and 10. Rodgers working out of the shotgun, 3 wide. He's got Gainwell next to him. He gives to Gainwell, who is going to get swallowed up in the backfield at the 40. A big loss. Oh, man, I hated that play call. 3rd and long coming up for Pittsburgh. This Arthur Smith offense, man, I hate this play call. Why would you hand it off out of shotgun with the way the Texans defense has been getting in the back? It doesn't make sense. Texans showing blitz. Rodgers out of the shotgun. 3rd and 12. Oh, he gets hit and he loses about 6 yards. The ball is loose. Texans pick it up and they are running it to the end zone, and that is a touchdown. Defensive touchdown. Was that Sheldon Rankins? Wow. Wow. Good God. It'll be looked at to make sure he wasn't down by contact, but for now it's 16-6. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that's a touchdown. Rankins just picked it up. He wasn't even down. Wow, man. They just destroyed Rodgers on that play. Scoop and score, yes. Man. Now can Tomlin be fired? I think now can Arthur Smith be fired? Man. Well, I think we can call for the belt, says Ashley. 17-6, 11-23. Well, this will be interesting. Does Matt West call for the belt, considering this is an Aaron Rodgers team, and he probably doesn't have much faith in Aaron Rodgers to bring this team back? John Cantrell's asking if it's time for the belt yet. Do I even have a Texans belt? I think I do. SG says no belt. Let me see. Rodgers has a good 2-minute drill, so no belt yet. All right. Soldier feels for father. Yeah. Father deserves a win here. I mean, you guys are letting down a holy man. You deserve everything you get. Do the Texans have a... Yes, Texans have a title. Okay. Just going to cue it up. Game Show Gumbo. Game Show Gumbo comes in with a $5. Thank you so much. Says there are few things that bring joy to everyone. A fat guy touchdown is one of those things. Praise Rankins and his girth, bringing us mirth on earth. Oh, I like the rhyme. Beautiful, Game Show Gumbo. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Very Dr. Seuss of you, yes. Rowdy is here. Hold on. Let's get Rowdy's belt up on screen. Your television champion. There he is, right there on screen. Not many people have faith in Rodgers at this point. Rodgers looked deep for Freiermuth. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Game Show Gumbo, what is your favorite team? That I feel like I can't recall your favorite team. Is it the Packers? Am I way off? God, I hope it's not the Patriots. Second down over the middle. Man, Jalen Warren gets hit hard. This defense is no joke. 10-hour shifts are no joke, but I got 3 more. Deep throw by Rodgers to Muth, and they are in Texans territory at the 45. Wow. There's a flag down in the secondary. Are they going to take this away? Oh, they might have gotten the Texans with 12 men on the field. Nice catch by Freiermuth. That's the only way you can get the Texans off guard. You just hurry up. Pat says, everything I've read, Rodgers retires. He's going to just stay out of the spotlight. And he's going to show up in interviews every single week to tell us how he's staying out of the spotlight, probably. Joe Rogan spot. He's going to be on McAfee. I don't think he could help himself. I think he's going to be popping up on shows, talking, giving his opinion. Oh, Rodgers falls on the Steelers logo. Just trips and falls. He's asking the ref for something. The Texans defensive line is laughing. That's the 4th sack of the night. That's a loss of 3. It's not the Patriots. I don't have a favorite team. It used to be the Seahawks, but the Ken Bearing trying to move the team happened. I became jaded, so I just love the sport in general. Okay, that's fair. Just loves the sport in general. I'm going to make note of that. All right, I made note of that, so I will never forget that. Rodgers throws over the middle. Oh, towards the sideline, intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. 3rd and 13 coming up. That Muji posted just screams, I've been trying to contact you about your expired car warranty. It screams we are going to be more successful than you could ever imagine. We're going to keep you up at night. Screaming. You're going to wake up screaming. That's what it screams. It screams you're going to wake up screaming. Go Sports. Hafley is interviewing with at least 3 teams as a head coach. Interesting. 3rd and long. Rodgers gets the ball batted away, and he gets knocked down again. Man, this defense is crazy. D'Amico Ryans is pumped up. This defense is crazy. D'Amico Autry got in there, got his hands up. Man. Autry just the Kembe Mutombo that pass. Wow, the Kembe Mutombo reference. That's crazy. The only chance the Steelers have is if the Texans offense keeps being pedestrian and making mistakes. Probably should have picked the Texans as I originally did, but alas, I did not. You think Rodgers could Rodgers? What is the situation like? Could Rodgers decide, hey, let me get to Minnesota just for 1 season if they don't have a quarterback? That'd be interesting. Forgot how loud the keyboard is. Lord Keyboard is he is boisterous. He is like the Aaron Rodgers of keyboards. He wants to be heard. Baal does have to move. Yes, SG. Sorry. Move, Baal. Move. Make the people happy for once, please. Guess the blessing on the field only works on AFC North teams. Did they actually bless the field this time? Minnesota might be their one chance to get to a Super Bowl. They have a good offensive line. They got Justin Jefferson. They have a team. Does Rodgers have 1 more year in him? I mean, not for nothing, but Minnesota had a chance to keep Sam Darnold and also had a chance to bring in Aaron Rodgers, and they went J.J. McCarthy and still won 9 games. So imagine what they would do with even decent quarterback play. Crazy. Rodgers to the Rams would bring about a career renaissance, worked on Matthew Stafford and Baker Mayfield. I don't know that Stafford's going to retire after the season. So, Rowdy, would you want, since you guys have 2 first-rounders, would you want to move up and grab Dante Moore in the draft? Would you be excited about that? Or are you just like, no thanks? Would you rather like maybe bring in Will Levis, kick the tires on him? Money Mike Madness is not happy. I could see Rodgers going to Arizona. Arizona doesn't make much sense to me because I think the chances of actually winning there are slim. You don't even know who the coach is going to be. So yeah, that would be a bit of a head scratcher if that happened. I mean, he might just retire. But it would be something if he went to Minnesota and beat the Bears in a big game and was like, I still own you. That would be fun. That would add a lot of fuel to that. The NFC North is much must-watch TV right now. That would make it even more. That would just, man, that would be fun. First down, Houston on 2nd and 8. That was caught by Jaden Higgins. 8:42 left on the clock. A dog should be a dependent. I agree. I don't know, our linemen are already a lead. If we keep everyone, unlikely, but humor me. But I am concerned that our star quarterback is a darn Smithsonian exhibit, so we need to think about the future ASAP. Yeah. And, I mean, you do have Sean McVay there, and he can get the most out of a quarterback. So if you have a guy like Dante Moore, that would raise my eyebrows a bit. I would say, all right, well, now that's a situation where he can actually work. You know, take the college playoff game out of it. Emily says, no, Rich, no. Rodgers is done. His body has had enough. He said that he feels good. We'll see. Levis to LA under McVay could be dangerous. Yeah, man. I think Levis in Minnesota, Levis in LA, like those situations would catch my attention. Levis to the Jets when Mike LaFleur is our head coach. I mean, that would be dangerous. Big third down coming up. 7:19 left. Pat comes in and says, anyone complaining about the Bears head coach smack talking needs to pull up their big boy pants. Rivalry is awesome, and I love him for embracing it, even if I want to beat him on the field. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I agree wholeheartedly. That is one of the best things he could do for the sport, honestly. I mean, that's got everyone's attention, whether you're a fan of the Bears, Packers, or not. I mean, it's just those games are going to be must-watch TV. They'll definitely be primetime games. That's a first down by Christian Kirk. He is in Steelers territory. This is going to pretty much wrap it up, I think. 3rd and 4. I mean, 1st and 10. They made that catch on 3rd and 4. Jets quarterback Gardner Minshew has a nice sound to it. He might not be ready for the season, right? Because didn't he tear his Achilles? I was in on Gardner Minshew back when we had Zach Wilson. I was like, we should have a quarterback like Gardner Minshew. Hell of a night for Christian Kirk. Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers has a nice ring to it. 1st and 10. 40 marks. Goes up the middle for about a gain or 2. How about the idea, Melissa Klein, who came in and said, shh. Melissa Klein. Deshaun Watson is apparently going to compete for the starting quarterback job for the Cleveland Browns. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Oh, hold on. I don't dislike Sirianni's personality. I never said that. I don't think Sirianni's a good coach. That's what I said. I love Sirianni's personality. I don't have an issue with him whatsoever, other than I don't think he's a good coach. I think he's too coordinator dependent. That's it. Do you not agree with that, Tim Daniel? Ben Johnson, at least, is a good coach. Ben Johnson can back it up. Sirianni can't. He's like screaming, and then he tries to push his coordinator in front of him. And his coordinator right now is Kevin Patullo, and he's not good. Every time I say Sirianni, my phone thinks I'm saying Siri and wants to talk to me. Good night, Ashley. Sleepy and going to bed. Good night, Ashley. Is your stream's high offering. Thank you so much, Ashley. She's going to fall asleep on the throne tonight, it looks like. Look, says Sirianni's a douche. Flags fly as Chubb runs. 4:28 left in this game. Tim Daniel says, no, that's fair. I agree. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't have a problem with Sirianni's brashness. That doesn't bother me at all when any coach is like that. I like that. I love that. Apparently Eberflus, when he was the Bears head coach, and LaFleur used to go out to basketball games together. But you have Ben Johnson like, no, I'm the big dog in the NFC, so F those guys. They think they can, they think they're the kings of the NFC now. So I mean that makes it fun. That makes it fun. Rich Sirianni has a Super Bowl ring. Ben doesn't. I've said this to Lions fans. Once you win a Super Bowl as a coach, then you could say whatever. I don't agree with that. You could say whatever you want as a coach. He doesn't have to wait. Just be who you are. Be who you are. I would argue Sirianni didn't earn that ring himself. I mean, he earned that. Howie earned that ring. Kellen Moore earned that ring. Vic Fangio earned that ring. Sirianni stood there and yelled and screamed, and he wasn't calling the plays. He was just basically there. He hired those guys. To his credit, but not a good coach. Eli's making excuses for fumbling 5 times, and Big Ben's making fun of him. Browns quarterback Zach Wilson would have a better ring to it. Wow, I would love that. Than Deshaun Watson? Yeah, I am so tired of Deshaun Watson. Kyle says, sorry I'm late, just got home. Looks like I didn't miss much. No, you didn't. This game has been a slog. Checking out. Farewell during this week. See you, Bubba. Keep an eye out for content. We'll be back on Saturday streaming those games. Winners get the smack talk. Want to talk smack. Just win, baby. Yeah. That's what I say. 3:43 left. There's a flag. Dr. Nova is angry. I'm assuming you're a Pittsburgh fan. Tough, man. Do you want Tomlin fired? Let me know. Because I know a lot of Pittsburgh fans want Tomlin fired. I would love to know. And I'm assuming you're a Pittsburgh fan. I don't know why, unless you're mad at something else, you want to just come in and vent to us. We're here to listen, by the way. The refs need to chill out. I remember Emily Loco had an issue with Lions fans because all of a sudden they were coming out of the woodwork everywhere. Everywhere you look, there was a Lions fan. Money Mike is thinking of burning his Heinz Ward jersey now. Wow. Oh, Woody Marks gets in the end zone. What do we say, Matt West? What do you think? What do you think? 23-6. Woody, you mean Woody Johnson? Yeah, okay, I can get on board with that. All right. Okay, it's over. Yeah. But I have to respect the bell keeper unless the bell keeper's not here. But it only comes out when he calls for it. The bell tolls. Kurt Smith says, man, it's been difficult to get here. What's going on, Kurt Smith? Difficult to get on the stream, really? Or just difficult to get home and watch the game? The Evil Empire was sadly walking to the AFC title game. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, I called for the belt. How did I not see that? When did you call for the belt? I don't see it anywhere, but I will take your word for it. I will take your word for it. If you guys ever see him call for the belt and I don't see it, just let me know. Just say Matt called for the belt. And if you lie about it, well, that will not be good. Belt is coming up, just getting it ready. Could this be Aaron Rodgers' last game? I hope not. I hope he comes back and plays somewhere. There we go. There is the belt. The Houston Texans title is on screen. Memento Mori. Assuming this holds, Mike Tomlin will be 0-7 in his last 7 playoff games. Does he get fired? That is the question. Why are some names blue with a wrench by it? Because they have been knighted. They are wrenches. They have some control over the chat. They can ban people from the chat and kind of monitor it. So they are the wrenches. They are the guards of the chat. They slice and dice. SG accidentally sliced and diced someone by accident. He did it by accident one stream. He murdered them for 24 hours. But he's been forgiven, I think. That was Amy that he did that to. Thinking of burning my Le'Veon Bell jersey, too. You might as well. Why do you even have those jerseys? You have to be here for quite some time and earn the respect. Well, not the respect. We respect you, but earn the trust, rather, that you can handle such responsibility. It's not an easy thing to get to. It's not an easy thing to get to. Turn out the lights. The party is over. Oh, look at Eddie coming in. That was Don Meredith, right? Tomlin won with Cowher's team, says Tim Daniel. Yeah, maybe. That's what I always say about Rex Ryan. He was winning with Mangini's team. Why would we want Rodgers back for 26, 27? We don't need that, Matt West. Come on. Kenny Gainwell gets a gain of 5. I'll tell you, Kyle, a good way to earn knighthood is not to ask for it a lot. So I hope you do earn knighthood one day. But people who tend to ask for it a lot, I kind of feel like, why? Why do you want that power? What are you looking to do? You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to be a knight of the chat. I'm more of a nomad. Oh, and this is picked off. Oh, boy. Rodgers tried to make a tackle, but that's going to go to the end zone. Wow. Touchdown. It's another defensive touchdown. The Texans defense, man. Well, Mr. Demarest got the score of this game, right? Well, Mr. Demarest got the Texans beating the Steelers, correct. Tomlin and Rodgers to the Raiders to keep that dumpster fire going. Imagine, that'd be funny. Oh my God, that'd be awesome because then they want to take Fernando Mendoza and he would be ours, the New York Jets. Yes, thank you. I would love that. Eddie, who are you a fan of, by the way? SG has also sliced the heck out of some bots. He has. He has. His sword has been swift but honorable. The bots seem to disappear, though, once Father Dismas got knighted. It's like they saw a holy man come in with a weapon, and they were like, oh, yeah, we're not going to show up anymore. Hope you got the Denver Broncos championship belt ready for Saturday. I've got one ready. Will we see it, though? That is another question. There's no point in being a knight. Can't mute Rich when he goes on endless Jets tirades. Well, there's good reason for it. You guys bring it out in me. The people, like the Patriots fans that come in or just take shots at the Jets for no reason. The Jets just catch strays. Old school Raiders fan from way back gave up on them, and now a Jags fan. Yes, I'm not a happy old man. All right, so Eddie is a Jaguars fan. Yeah, we were rooting for the Jaguars yesterday. Well, I was at least because I hate the Buffalo Bills. I'm a Jets fan. Kurt says Kurt is a Chiefs fan. He's over on Facebook. Guess Rodgers isn't passing Mahomes. Yep, getting home, seeing the game. Hey, I know it's been a while. As a Chiefs fan, I'm actually rooting for the Bills this year. Wow. Did not see that coming. Did Fairburn miss it? Oh, boy. Shank the extra point. Oh, picks shall ride again. Better exile Mike Tomlin from the NFL and have him walk away like an exiled judge from Judge Dredd spreading football across the desert high schools. Kyle says, down with the Chiefs. Great, another Pats fan. All right, that's a touchback. Oh, Rodgers looks disappointed. He has, I am disappointed on his face. They're not going to put him out there. Not going to put him out there. Why not? Elmo Jets fan says, I'll never root for the Bills. I hope the high altitude horses send them packing. Yeah, I will never root for the Bills either. Tomlin to the UFL. He would absolutely own the UFL. That might make me watch it if he goes there. Could you imagine if Tomlin is part of this coaching situation going on? That would be safe. Like, that would just be crazy. Warren goes nowhere. Waiting for Kelsey to be a Jet. Look how good the Seahawks are this year without Pete and DK. Get them in the Super Bowl. Oh, got them in the Super Bowl, yeah. That's crazy. They lose DK Metcalf. And Jackson Smith and Jigba is crazy. He's insane, man. His talent level is off the charts. I wish. There is a world where the Jets could right now have Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba. We don't live in that world. No, we have Will McDonald and had Zach Wilson. That's the world we live in. Whack-a-mole Mason Rudolph in a quarterback. Tomlin officially throws in the terrible towel. Oh, Tomlin. We got a nice little place for Tomlin, says Melissa. I could see him doing that. I would not. What would Kelsey going to the Jets right now offer us? I would have to interview him, and the end of that interview would be saying, "Thank you. We'll let you know our decision," and it would be me calling him probably 20 minutes later and saying we've decided to go in a different direction. Seahawks the last couple of years know exactly when to cut bait on receivers and quarterbacks. Yeah, Salah would still be our coach if Sam was here. He might be. He might be. I mean, look, with the team Salah had, if Sam was here, maybe Sam could have won some games, and I would be fine with Salah being here in that situation. I would be fine with that. On to the Will Howard era without Tomlin. You think Will Howard will be a starting caliber NFL quarterback? I don't think so. You bring the Swifties over to Jets Nation. Oh my God, they would stop being NFL fans quickly. They'd be like, wait a minute, we just know Joy. What is this? What is this feeling? Rodgers' potential last pass is a pick six. You think he'll let that stand? I don't know. Black Purdy says, I just can't believe this is how Rodgers goes out. We'll see. We'll see. Am I sold on Glenn? No. Do I want him gone? For a better coach? Sure. We're not in a position where the team is going to win anything anyway, so if they want to give him another year, sure, fine. I'm fine with it. But he needs to improve. And if he doesn't, then see ya. Imagine PFD singing Taylor Swift songs and how happy he is being a part of Swiftie Nation. If you pay attention, Loco, which I know you don't because you misquote me constantly, I have sang Taylor Swift songs on this stream before. Taylor Swift is a football fan, just so you know. Okay? SG knows I've sang Taylor Swift songs. Now we got Bad Blood. I've sang that over and over again on the stream. That's my gym song. Want to see me squat 450? You put that song on. I don't think they'll be able to shake that off. And Aaron Rodgers' career ends in a whimper, says Red X Power. My God, it's Red X Power. What's going on? Jalen Warren gets a few yards. PFD sings You Belong With Me to Mendoza. Oh, man. I really want the Raiders to mess that up. Finally, says Kurt Smith. There he is. What's going on? He is a Chiefs fan, by the way. Another member of Chiefs Nation joins the YouTube live stream. What's going on? He's from over there on Facebook. You had trouble getting over here? Was that link not working or something? This sounds like something someone who secretly listens to Taylor Swift would say. In my defense, I don't actually know any Taylor Swift songs outside of making fun of them. So what he's doing here is trying to throw you off the scent of him listening to Taylor Swift songs and saying, yeah, but when I hear them, I make fun of them because I'm cool. I'm cooler than Taylor Swift songs. I know what you're doing. You can't fool. I've been around for a long time. Longer than you know. I know exactly what you're doing. You just tipped your hand. You're a Taylor Swift fan. It's okay. It's cool. I mean, she's got some good songs. There's a reason why she's almost a billionaire, or she is a billionaire, right? Red X Power says, I took a nap and woke up to the Steelers getting crapped on. Texans, definitely not a team to sleep on. No, that defense is remarkable. The link was not working. Oh, Facebook. Oh, Facebook. I just clicked it. Oh, yeah, it looks like it's working on my end. But, and that's gonna do it. The Houston Texans win 30-6, dominating performance over the Steelers of Pittsburgh. What does the universe have in store for Mike Tomlin? Is he gone? That's going to be an interesting question. A question that the Steelers ownership is going to have to come out and answer pretty soon because we are all going to keep asking it. How do you spell that word? Final. There we go. Could this be Aaron's last game? They're going to ask him. He's going to say, I don't know. We'll see. I got some thinking to do and blah, 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 blah. A-Rod for life, says Soldier. Good night, everyone. Good night, Melissa Klein. Thank you so much. Texans hooked them. Bring out your dead. Oh, yeah. Monty Python and the Holy Grail quote. Swift could buy the Jets and still have $1 billion. No, she does not have enough money to buy a football team. She's got a lot of money, but she cannot buy a football team. No, she can't. She can't. She doesn't have the net worth. Believe me, I've looked it up because I was like, is there a possibility of her buying the Chiefs? She doesn't have the net worth to buy a football team. Not right now. I think Gary V is ahead of her, actually. He might be able to buy the Jets before she could, but you're gonna need probably a good $12 billion to do that. I think her net worth is like $2 billion. So she's got a ways to go. Kyle, are you saying yeet or are you saying yet? Oh, yet. I got you. Okay. Kurt Smith says, sorry I missed the party tonight. We're going to be here next week. I'm doing streams all off season, so just keep an eye out on Facebook or join the Discord. Somebody throw up the Discord in the chat. I always let you guys know when I'm going live, and I put the links there. Rodgers retires. I don't know. You don't need $12 billion in cash. You just need to raise $12 billion, which you might be able to do that. Should go buy the Pittsburgh Pirates. You need at least $4 to $5 billion for a lower end team. Not the Jets though. Not the Jets. It wouldn't be the Jets because of the market. Good night, Red X Power. Yes. Keep an eye out for content. I'm gonna have some content up probably tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow. We'll have content up this week. A few lines of content. A few videos. Long form content. I'm still working on it. I will get one up as soon as I can. It's been a lot with the playoffs and everything and just coming off being sick and whatnot. There is the Discord link. Join Discord if you have not. SG just popped it in the chat. For Mike Tomlin, who I hope is still going to be the Steelers head coach. I hope they don't get rid of him. I think that would be tragic. For Aaron Rodgers, whose last game this might be, I don't know. Maybe he'll be a Minnesota Viking. We'll see. Well, why not the Houston Texans? Not C.J. Stroud. He had a bad game. But for D'Amico Ryans, definitely. For Ashley, who is the stream's top donator. She sits atop the throne. For all the champions, Philip Quinn, Sean Cantrell, Rowdy Egg Plaid. For PFA, for Lucas and Astro, for Lorraine, who watches over every stream. You guys know that. I am Rich Jodice, the Pro Football Demon, and I will see you guys soon.